But look, I put too much into this person. But we're going to go ahead and take a little bit out of that one to balance up the books.
So is that how ugly people get here?
No, ugly people.
Not people.
Ugly people get here because of ugly people.
Or is it beauty is in the eye of the
beauty
beholder?
is in the eye. Everybody's lovely in God's eyes.
Or do you feel like he be just like creating like beautiful people, and then he be like, "Hey, yo, can you come watch this? I gotta take a smoke break."
Nope.
Or
Ugly
you gonna,
people are
like-
made by the leftovers that were thrown away.
Well, no, I'm gonna say something my dad said. He said, "You follow an ugly child home, what will you see? Ugly parents."
You know what? Welcome to another edition of the Death Fresh Chef.
Fine bitches.
It is I, Mr. Tone Deaf. I'm gonna be off camera today because I don't want no proof of any of this on my record. Oh, Juan, can you give our cups? What color you want? We got choices.
Orange, please.
That's my favorite color. But we are once again on the love tour. And just like everything else, cars are subject to change. So today we decided to go ahead and travel down an episode that was supposed to be our last one and go ahead and have the two lovely young ladies who were supposed to be a part of the very first episode come and join us on this particular tour today. But then we also are blessed with another chocolate thunder here in the building with us today. And my brother Monte. Nigga, I was not talking about you. We are joined by my favorite.
Yo, if Tone ever in his life call you chocolate thunder
Right.
and you accept it as a compliment, neither one of you niggas are my bros anymore.
We are comfortable with our sexuality, first of all.
Yo, comfort is one thing, but you're not gonna call me chocolate thunder.
I used to call myself that, so I'm okay.
This nigga asked me to put it on the shirt one day. But we are joined by my favorite cousin, Dilly. She is back in the building. What's going on, cuz?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me.
You're always welcome here. You're always welcome here. And we have Miss Jamica in the building. Just so y'all know, it's the funny one, not the one that got shot.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What the fuck, fam?
But we gotta clarify that.
There's two Jamaicans in this city.
Yes,
I
two.
am not the one that got shot.
But that's how
But
she.
shout out to the one that got shot.
No.
Chill out.
Shout out to the
Chill
one.
out.
See, that's why Facebook put your Abby in a fucking wheelchair.
And she should be the one that has it.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they gave you the wrong Abby.
They put me in the Abby.
Oh,
That could be possible. Welcome to the metaverse, people. Welcome to the
You
metaverse.
know, I see where we're going today. I'm gonna have fun.
That's the whole purpose. And then we are joined by longtime listener, first time guest.
And I'm
Would you
high too.
Would you like to introduce yourself? All right, I'm holding the stand and
Wait,
everything.
how come she get to introduce herself?
I'm just here, y'all. I'm just here.
Because you interrupted her intro, that's why.
Oh.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Chelle Hooks. I'm happy to be here and be a part of the conversation. So
Could you
can't
pull
wait
up to the
hear
mic a
what
little
all
bit
y'all got to say. Listen,
Or
if,
pull the mic.
if it ain't working,
No, we just want to make sure because your voice is about as small as a church mouse,
okay.
so we want to make sure that we hear
See,
you.
this is
upper
why I
pews.
told
I'll
him I
try
needed
to
some
speak
organs
up.
on the.
I'll
on
try
the
to speak
thigh.
up, y'all.
Jesus.
I'm a little nervous, y'all, so I need y'all to make me more comfortable
Man,
with
you
y'all
don't got-
love and good energy.
You
That's
don't gotta
not gonna
be
be a
nervous
problem
when
here.
you in the presence
We
of
can
a
definitely
God.
make you comfortable. That's not
You
a
know
problem at
what?
all.
I am the pod God, am I not?
Look, Juan, could you not use that phrase today?
This is church.
It's not church. Bro.
Welcome.
So it's a church of love again.
Yeah, this is basically what it
This
is
is
in
basically
disguise.
Tone took my sick ass idea and he was like,
And I
I
cleaned it
got
up.
it. He
You
was,
cleaned it up.
I put it on the tour.
he was like, hold my beer. I got you,
Can I
Juan.
ask y'all, can
I'ma
I ask
clean it
y'all a
up.
question?
Go right ahead.
Can I please ask a question? Because,
Yes.
you know, I'm here for purpose. So I just need to know, what do y'all define love at? What is love
Ooh,
to y'all?
that's
Because I want to know I'm in the right place.
Talk to him.
ooh,
I
that's
need to know
what
I'm
we
in the
hear.
right place.
That is
I don't
exactly.
know
This
if
is
I
how
need
we
to-
supposed to kick off
okay,
the love
just
tour.
wanted to make sure I'm in the right
Juan,
place. That's
what
all.
is love to you? I don't think you ever asked. You didn't answer the first one.
Man, love.
We said
Is y'all just playing with it, or is y'all?
no.
What is okay?
No, I love.
I
There's
love
there's
love.
levels to love.
Yeah.
So
Not answering the question.
Not at all.
I
Do you
did.
know-
I mean,
That's
Do you
because
know
most
what
people
love
don't
is?
even know what it is,
I
What's
don't.
that?
and they
I
just
see what
talk
you
about
doing.
it. Exactly.
There's
different kinds
Right.
of love, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, there's
so
romantic,
therefore-
there's platonic. What about the love that you have for your siblings?
I don't like.
I don't really
like them.
Yeah, I, don't,
Okay, like and love are different.
I mean, I
Like
don't
and
fuck
love
with
are
him, but I'll
different.
take a bullet for him. You know,
What about I think your younger sister.
I love her.
Okay, see,
She's the only one though. The rest of them niggas are out. They're too old.
They too old.
But put that into words, so that's
Right.
the feeling of love.
Yeah.
It's a connection.
It definitely is. It's a
Yes.
level where
It's a
you
connection.
can't really live without that person in so many words.
Yeah, like
And
It's
I
an
don't even.
agape love. That's what that is.
That's what that word means.
That's what that word.
See, I never knew what that word. I just used to call it a gate.
it's like I don't know. Yo, yo.
Yes, you are.
Yes, God sent you here.
God sent you here to balance us
I
out.
need somebody that has a moral compass.
That's why you here.
That's true. Because
That's-
I don't think it's not one in the room.
You are here to point us
Maybe
north.
Dilly got one.
Dilly have her
A moral compass.
It depends.
No, you definitely ain't got one.
How dare you? I got some values.
I just
World.
do you?
Yes, you do. Because she just shouted out the girl with the
That's it.
bullet wound.
Not
Right.
me.
I could have been like,
Huh?
that's the other one.
Exactly.
You don't got none, bro.
Right, I got lines.
I got what?
You feel okay today?
You don't got morals,
good?
values.
Actually, I got more than that. How about that?
First of all,
Maybe just the one in the blue
Okay,
suit.
the lies you
it
tell
sounded
yourself.
good.
I have great values.
The one that's dressed like a Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Okay,
First of all, that's
bitch.
white, not
So-
blue.
Doesn't matter. They put some food color on.
That's still sexy, bro.
That you are. So you be whatever you want.
Yeah, I was.
I
He
just
answered
did.
it. He answered
He
it.
answered it.
He
Monte,
doesn't
what
know
about you,
it
bro?
is.
Wait, why you jump over the table like
Because
that,
the
bro?
men answer first, and the men
Right, the
women
man.
answer.
Just answer the question.
I love you.
This is exactly why I told him in the text. I'm like, bro, you can't have a mic. But he just gotta have a mic, and then he don't do what he's supposed to do.
Let him. He said he loves us, but what does love mean to you? When it comes to relationship, how do you feel about love, bro?
No, I mean, okay, so let's talk about it.
Hey, you want to be here.
Actually, I just wanted to come get my lasagna.
But you here now?
You love lasagna. Boom. Can we start there?
There we go.
That's
You can't-
love.
You can't
The
live
way
without
he
it.
looked at that food in pre-production,
Shout out to that lasagna, by the way.
Yeah,
I bet he.
appreciate it.
Now imagine him looking at some lucky young lady like that.
I
He
feel-
had lust in his eyes when he cut that lasagna.
Then that's not love.
He said, "That's true."
That's not love.
There's
Jamaica.
nothing wrong with that.
What does love mean to you?
To me,
To you?
okay, for me, I have two different types of love. I have children. So the love that I have for my children is a love where I can look at my kids and look at them and be like, I'm willing to give everything that I have to see that you are happy.
Okay.
So for me, that is an unconditional, undying love. I will literally lay my own life down for my children.
That's what's up.
Now, when it comes to romantic love, for me, it's more so for my love language. If you understand my love language, I feel as if you understand me.
What is your
And then
love language?
Understanding me means that you can love me in a way where I can grow. If I can't grow with you, I don't love you.
So, what is the grammar your love speaks?
You're saying what my love language?
Love
is?
Yes.
Yeah.
My love, right? My love language.
I like what you did right there. I see.
My love language is acts of service,
Okay.
positive reaffirmations,
Okay.
as well as gifts.
Okay. So, do for me, talk for me, buy for me.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with that, fam. At least you know.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Dilly.
I like how you brought it back and got serious again. I fucked with that. We need somebody to-
levels to me.
It's levels to her.
How dare you?
Punch him.
She better not.
Dilly, did you answer what love was for you?
No, but I feel similar to how she feels when it comes to my kids. That's pretty much it. I don't feel like I owe anybody. I feel like people don't owe anybody anything. That's how
Okay.
I'm able to like go through life and I'm like, oh, they owe me all this. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve it, but nobody owes you anything. But I specifically owe my children everything. I owe them every part of me. Every single thing, everything that I do, every time I get up for work in the morning, everything, me take care of my health, all that stuff. I owe my children that. I don't even feel like my parents owe me anything, but I owe my children and possibly even my grandchildren. That's how I feel. That's how much I love them. I don't know if I could live if something were to happen to my kids.
Yeah, that's
I
how
don't
am.
know if I'd be able to get it.
Definitely.
I probably would end up being either homeless or dead. There would be no purpose. There's almost no purpose without my kids at this point because now that I have them, It's like a completely different type of love. You're in love with them, not romantically or sick or anything like that, but they are like,
It's unconditional.
it's
Yeah,
unconditional.
unconditional
I
love.
love my kids separately, like as much as I can, but based off of who they are as human beings.
I mean, for me, I don't know because you're a mom,
Mhm.
but like I can honestly say, I did not know or feel true love, like a love where you feel like you feel this warmth
Mhm.
over your body. I didn't feel that until, and let me make a disclaimer: I think all kids are ugly the first day they are born.
Shit.
Yeah,
I
I
told
got a
myself,
budget
like,
for
when
that.
I
Some of
had
them
my
are.
son, I was just like, the first day I was like, "Ugh, this little alien, get him out of here." But the second day, when like I looked at him and I
I know what she mean. I know. What she
I
mean.
know.
Get this little alien.
It's different.
You,
It's completely different.
it takes me like, listen.
Had to process. I
Kids
feel.
are ugly when they first born. I don't care. Don't show me your baby and think I'm gonna be like, oh, because I'm not. The baby is ugly. Give me 3 days. But back to my point.
Is that ground shipping?
The second day, huh?
That ground shipping?
Pretty much.
Okay.
FedEx your
Oh.
baby today. But the second day when I saw my son and I looked at him, I felt this feeling like I'll shoot up everybody in this hospital they mess with you.
Everybody.
Like,
I will fight a
everybody-
bear.
I will fight.
Don't
a
matter.
bear.
Can I ask y'all
will
a
literally
question?
Push somebody in front
Go
of the
right
car
ahead.
over my child.
The floor
So
is
y'all
yours.
are describing the love that y'all have for y'all children.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that type of unconditional love is possible for a man?
I didn't get to that yet.
Mm.
I didn't get to that yet.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mm.
Oh,
No.
you been here before.
She came to pod.
That's behind.
Oh, wait.
That's pod.
Okay, now as far as a romantic relationship with a man,
You sound
considering
so skeptical about this one.
because
It's like a nigga? Oh my God. Ew. Fuck him. He could die right now. I'll piss on him. What? Not
I
me.
expected it to come at this table. I expected that, but I expected it to come this way, not that way.
not me. Well, because I mean,
mean,
most people who know me, who
I-
follow me on Facebook and stuff like that, know that I'm not for the patriarchy at all.
Not at all.
I hate it.
She
I
hates
hate
that.
misogyny, all that type of stuff.
like
I
that.
don't care. Men, a lot of men are trash for the most part.
Oh, shit.
Obviously not y'all, right?
Thank you.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be.
I am a little
Right?
bit.
No,
Oh.
listen. Let me finish. No, because obviously I would not be here in this room with y'all if I felt that you were subpar. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
I would have walked out
As it
too.
comes- all right, okay. As far as a romantic relationship with a man, it takes a very special kind of man for me to be in a relationship with, and I am in a relationship with someone. I yeah.
Dog, when I
I-
Clap
found
it up.
out,
Can you turn my buttons up a little bit,
like
Tom?
when
They're
I
fainting
found
back
out,
there.
my nigga,
Did you switch the buttons?
I did. I flipped them.
Okay.
Yeah, I flipped them.
So I do feel like it's possible, but I feel like it's got to be somebody that it can't just be. And not saying that any women just dates any man off the street, but it has to be somebody.
Some of them do.
It's okay.
I've seen a
it's-
lot of these
but
helpless
it's-
boyfriends.
But it's got to be somebody who actually like speaks to your soul. It's different, and you can love somebody unconditionally if you truly love them. If they are an adult, if they are mature, if they're speaking their true feelings to you, and the communication is one of the biggest barriers that I've had to deal with because me and him are different. Like even when it comes to skin tone, we just live different, lives or whatever. Yeah, so
You got your
it's just no. I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Wait,
Hey,
like,
she didn't even let me get it out.
I know.
You
I
gonna
know.
drop that on us in
No.
February?
No, don't do that. No.
All right. So no, before we go any
Right,
further,
Chelle.
before we go any further, now
Yeah.
you know that all I care about is you happy. I don't care what he look
No,
like.
he's not. He just like
He's fair skinned.
He's just lighter
He's just
skin.
light
That's all. He's just light skin. And I'm used to dating guys that are maybe my tone a little bit darker. But I'm
Even
saying
though
no.
we're not the same skin.
Because no.
everybody was like a white skin.
Right, because we Asian man or Latino or stuff. No,
We
but
would- it's how
it's
you said
different.
it.
It's similar things just like that like we have different perspectives and different experiences in life. And so we have to be able to learn how to mesh together and communicate and realize that we're different, but that we can still work. So that I believe is unconditional because let me explain to you. It's been men in the past. So I was like, oh, I don't like that. You're getting blocked. Don't talk to me again. They're still on my block list. I'm not unblocking them.
Unblock him for your own mental health.
I'll just
No.
say this.
No, it was
No.
just to keep them black for you.
I'll say
that's
this:
all.
these sneakers are hoochie mamas. So
Excuse me.
these niggers are hoochie mamas.
Did you call us hoochie
I'm
mama?
gonna say it. Y'all,
We
that's
are-
beautiful.
We
and
are
I-
not.
two chases and all
Thank
of
you.
that.
We are not hoochie mama.
Why are
You
we
niggers are hoochie mamas.
I'm
No, but
not
right
a-
outside of that, I'm with her on that.
No,
like right
you
outside
niggers
of my
are
man,
hoochie
it's
mamas.
exactly that.
Y'all are hoochies. Absolutely. And that
You
goes.
trying to separate your nigga from the pack?
Because he is.
Hey, bro, he had to
Otherwise, I
work
wouldn't be-
hard to get there.
Well, clearly,
Like we know her.
Hey, yeah, that's a fact.
you are a hoochie.
Oh,
I'm
He-
your friend.
He bent over backwards.
And you the fam, but you a hoochie. Hoochie? You a hoochie mama.
I feel like you just discovered this about yourself.
You a hoochie mama.
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say it specifically.
You
Bro,
want
are
me
you
not to
okay?
know?
You didn't know you was a hoochie?
Okay. Monte not no hoochie, y'all.
Thank you.
He said not. He said lie. Monte not no. He not no hoochie.
Thank
y'all. He
you.
not no hoochie.
Bruh.
But anyways, as far as with a man, for me to love you unconditionally, let me put this. There are family members that I don't love unconditionally.
For you to love me
But
unconditionally,
for
it
me
sounded
to
like it
love
was
him-
going to come with a condition.
It's not exactly.
So that's
For
not
me-
unconditional.
But for me to love you unconditionally, you have to show me that it's reciprocated. Like
Yeah.
I can't. I've been in.
But that's a
situation-
condition.
Okay.
Reciprocity
So then you
is
can't
hard,
love
baby.
me unconditionally.
But I can't love someone unconditionally that where if we, for example, we on the ledge and it's this versus that, you gonna push me, move, bitch, and then I'm gone.
That's a condition, though.
Exactly. So I can't do that. The math don't math for me to love somebody.
What if he
a
said,
man
"Excuse me, bitch," instead of "move"?
Either way, I'm dead and gone.
Okay,
Like, I
just
can-
making sure because
I can honestly I can
Excuse me,
honestly
bitch.
say, look, excuse me, bitch, and push me, and I'm gone.
see,
Hey,
No.
you push my mic one more
No,
time.
look, my bad.
see,
Getting
See?
handsy with the
See?
equipment,
See?
buddy.
Look, excuse me, bitch. Now put out the podcast.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
feel you. I
I
feel you.
still love you, but stop breaking my shit.
Like I care, like I can care and love you to the point where I'm like almost there, but I can't see myself like, hold on, truck, that's my man, and like give myself.
Oh no, that's different. No, I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
it
do
That's a
that.
don't-
different kind.
It
That's a
don't
different kind of
necessarily
love.
have
So
to
you
be
wanna
about
jump
putting
in
your
front of
life
the
on the
bus?
line.
Why
It's
would my
just-
man want me to jump in front of a bus for him? He
These-
bigger than me.
These new
Why
hoochie
would he
mamas
want
do.
me to jump in front of a bus
These
for
new
him?
hoochie
Hey, we still
mamas
need to
do.
beat this dude.
bus might see you on the
We
stop.
still need to
Can
beat
I
this
ask
dude.
y'all something?
Go, you can ask whatever you want. You podding today.
Right.
You giving good topics.
Do y'all feel like y'all have ever been loved unconditionally?
Yes.
Now,
From
Outside
some-
of my
from-
kids,
from
yes.
someone outside of a parent.
Yes.
out of my kids.
What does that look like to you?
Healthy.
Some great questions.
No, it looks healthy as
It don't-
hell.
I
is
don't
it?
even think it's healthy.
I'm gonna have to hire you as my topic lady.
No, I think it is. I think it is.
For me, when you love someone unconditionally, you cannot control that you love them. Like I can't control like that I love my son.
Mhm.
I can't control
Mhm.
that I love my daughter, and she's a Stone Cold Savage, but I love her.
You made it
I
that way.
can't- True, touche. But I can't control like that. I love her, and I have experienced that, which is why I told you that I have somebody in my life that I know no matter what I do, they love my dirty ass
Yes.
draws. They love me unconditionally.
Unconditional.
Do they love me healthily, or
Yeah.
whatever? Absolutely not.
Is it toxic? Is what you're saying?
It is. It's very toxic.
That's not.
But I've been told I'm toxic. So
What's your definition of toxic? What makes it toxic?
Yeah, we keeping her.
Oh God, I just said that. You can stay.
I'm here with purpose. I'm sorry if
No,
y'all
no,
didn't
no,
know,
no.
You
but
good.
I'm here
good.
with purpose.
You
You can-
great.
That's the
You're
only
great.
reason I'm here.
You can
You're
stay.
great. You can.
You can stay.
I mean, toxic is more so like if they don't bring out the positive in you. If it's
Yeah.
always y'all tit for tat.
So let
or
me
y'all
ask you
are-
this: would you keep something that's toxic around you?
Ooh, she
Is
in the
that
topic
self
now.
love?
Exactly.
She in the
That's
topic
what I'm
now.
saying. You can't keep when you discover.
Sally Jesse Rafa
So let me-
Shell in this
Let
mother.
me bring it back. So let me bring it back to
We gotta dig deep, y'all. We have to.
No,
dig
and that's
deep.
why you here.
If I start crying, we're gonna edit that out.
you don't
Nope,
have to-
leaving it
you
in.
don't have to cry. But I'll say it like
Breakthroughs.
Monte knows, and if you are my friend on Facebook, you know that I have stage 5 kidney failure. So for me, the person that I'm describing is the father of my children.
Okay.
And going through what I'm going through, it's taken me to now to really be okay with loving who I am
Mhm.
because of the disease. Like I lost almost 100 pounds I like my skin is different, my body is different. I'm going through a lot of things, and in the process of that, he was the person like on those days when like I'm literally cramped and I'm he would come.
Yep.
Like I can't move. I need you like to literally
He
carry me
showed
from the
you.
but he showed me that. But then on the flip side, he's a cheater. Can't keep his fucking dick in his pants. Like so yeah, you can do all of this, like do this, that, and the third, and he gets on my fucking nerves. So we don't where I'm at now, I'm not where I was when I was with him.
Okay.
And so for me, it was like then COVID hit. I had COVID. He was the person that took care of me during COVID.
Right.
So I'm like, ooh, I know that if I stay with him, he'll do everything that I want. But
He gonna fuck bitches.
he's gonna fuck bitches. He's gonna talk to bitches. He's gonna get on my fucking nerves. Like we're not healthy. You do everything but like you don't feed my soul. Yeah, you like if I say, hey, I need some gas in my car, you're gonna go put gas in my car. Hey, I need this. All right, how much it costs? You gonna do that.
So he's a provider, but he's not a lover.
He does he does everything that but the emotional.
Right.
And like right now with what I'm going through, first off, money has never been like you can't buy me. I don't you cannot buy me.
I didn't mean finances when I say provider, like the
he
things you
provide
get.
like that stuff, but that's what a lot of men feel like.
That's what we were taught.
They're a provider. No, no, absolutely not. Like you have to do both for me. Like you have to be able to feed me spiritually and mentally, as well as do the financial stuff.
So because you know all of that,
and I know that now.
Yes, and you've gone through all those trials that helped you to obtain that self-love. Because you're at that point now, the next person that enters into your life, make sure they check all of them boxes.
But that's the reason why I'm single.
Exactly. And then you're supposed to be single because nobody has come into your life to check all them boxes. Somebody does this, but not this. Somebody does this, but not that. Then if you have that true self-love, you're not going to give yourself to somebody that's not giving you everything you need.
Equate love in a different way than being like, for me, it took getting to the point where, because before this, it was like I had the money, I had everything. I didn't have to really focus on myself. And I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Me too.
So for me, I had to do my own shadow work to see the flaws that I had in myself. To really go to the point where I like for me before this, I was violent. Like I wasn't the best woman. Like I can't sit here and say that everything was him. Like I was, if it was getting domestic, right? Yes. If it was getting domestic, it was me. Like I was the point where like it's only so much you can say to me before like, okay, we're not gonna talk. You trying to throw these hands or not? And that's just how I was. Like I'm not an arguer at all. Then it was just always like the girls messaging me, and just it was too much drama. And for me, it's like, oh, y'all trying to fight, and I had to get to a point where like, you have a career, you have kids. I started a business. There was so much more that now that I started a business in the pandemic. Wow.
You go, girl.
Look, while going to dialysis, doing a lot of stuff, like I do a lot of things, and I had to really look inward and be like, okay,
yes,
what does Jamaica need to work on so that she can not only, benefit from a good, relationship, but then I want to be somebody. Like, I want somebody to look at me and be like, wow, like, that's mine right there. That's a light. I can't be a light when I'm also darkness. So that's why I had to do my own shadow work.
You can't be
both. Super villain.
I tried for a long time. It don't work.
Be both. You can't. You really
both.
can't.
You
and I
to be one of the other.
Like I couldn't stay where I was. Like, oh yeah, I stab you. I do this. I can't be that person.
Yo, y'all can't be stabbing.
Stabbing us.
I can't be that
funny.
I can't be that person.
It's not funny. I know she's not.
That's why I said Maunte knows. Like, I can't be that person.
If a chick ever be like, "Why I'll fuck you up," you know what? I believe her, and I don't want no smoke. Like, leave me alone.
But the thing is, you also have to I had to also look at myself and be like,
a knife out on me.
What brings that out? And sometimes people bring out those sides of you.
Really? This is what you want to say here?
Y'all said I can say what I want.
I didn't say that. Tone said that.
As long as he didn't say no names, I don't care.
They can put two to two together.
No, they really can't.
Yeah,
they really can't.
But yeah, so
some people still trying to figure it out.
For me, like you get to that point, and then sometimes, like you were saying with self-love, sometimes your partner reflects what you feel like you deserve. Like sometimes, and I think for
They
me,
pod one.
Dog,
time-
killing it.
but at the time, I felt like when I was with, like, I felt like I deserved this. And when I really started to look like, hold the fuck on, you deserve way more than this. And then I had to look at what am I
Self-love.
teaching my daughter? Like, am I teaching my daughter that yeah, it's okay to settle for this because yeah, mommy is sick. Mommy feels like, all right, well, shoot, he gonna deal. Like, he's the only person that's gonna take care of me. Please, there are way more other people out there that will look at me and be like, man, I don't care, your kidneys don't work. Like, you know, they don't.
Yo, it ain't funny, but it's funny, but it's funny.
It's just the way she say
Yo,
it.
because I can really see a nigga in the DMs like, oh, your kidneys don't work.
Like,
That's
your
like,
kidneys don't work.
that's like we would. That's like we'll
like-
get around that. You know,
Well,
I won't hit you on that side. I won't
Right,
put it
and
in
then
your
when
kidney.
it's Friday, you go to dialysis,
I won't.
girl,
I
don't
won't
worry
shift
about
your
it.
insides.
Right. I mean,
You'll be all right.
look.
Wow.
I cannot, y'all.
He
Am I supposed to be here?
Yeah,
Yes, you are supposed to be here.
But what
it
I'm
was
saying-
getting too fucking serious, man.
That's why I mean, like,
It was getting heavy, bro. I couldn't carry.
It's not necessarily getting heavy, but for me, it's just like
She need to get this
But
off her
that's
chest.
important.
But
Need
that
to be
is it.
heavy.
You're right. I mean, you can't sit here and talk about a topic and feel like it's always gonna be like cherries and fake ass,
No.
Werther's originals.
Yo, bro, don't talk about the
Oh.
cat. See, this is why you don't be
That's
nice
why
to
I'm trying to
niggas.
keep it from getting heavy, but I couldn't avoid that.
Nah,
they came-
they came in on business today, and
But
I'm
you
happy they did
can't-
that.
But sometimes you have to really look, like, a lot of times, especially us as women. For me, I had this thing of I did not want to end up like my parents. Like, I hated that my parents weren't together. And so a lot of times I would go back like, all right, yeah, this is some bullshit, but at least my kids got their mama and their daddy. But I'm miserable. Everybody else in the house happy as fuck. And I'm just sitting here like, I hate all you niggas. Because I'm just like miserable. Or I'm like hitting I would text him like, I hate this. Like, I don't like him. Like, I really don't even want to fuck with him. Why the fuck is he here?
But
Like, I
hold
was
on,
miserable, but my kids was happy. Then I have like my people in my ear, like, well, look, you got your family unit. You know, he's a good man, Savannah.
Wait,
You
before
know,
we
I
go,
got that
before we
going
go
on.
any deeper,
I wasn't
that
one
we
of those
are
people,
now
but-
diving into
We
the
in
topic.
deep end, G. We in
We
deep
in the
end.
topic now. So
This is
before
past 6 feet.
before we go any further, has any of y'all been in relationships where y'all was unhappy, but y'all
Yes.
still stayed there?
Absolutely.
Let's
I didn't stay. I left. Absolutely.
I left.
let's
feel
go.
Like y'all know the answer to that.
Shut, bro, it's not about you.
Yeah, yeah, we were there.
We were there.
We were there.
But we're not talking to you right now, bro.
You
So-
said y'all. You didn't say y'all except my
You
take.
talk-
See, you know what? This is some disrespectful ass shit.
Do you see how I felt?
Can you give me that bottle?
Y'all, I didn't wear this shirt on purpose. I really.
You can do what you
I
want
swear.
to.
It's so I cute did though. wear
It's
it.
cute.
I'm not even single.
It is
Like,
cute.
swear to
It's
God,
cute.
I was
You know what?
like,
It worked.
shit,
for
I
you.
you
live
look-
in
you
color.
look
So,
beautiful.
since
You
we on you-
look amazing.
So since we on you, let's talk about your
I bought this
unhappy.
shirt 2 weeks ago.
Let's talk about your unhappy experience.
I shoot my shot.
I am in my healing phase right now.
Okay.
So I'm healing from all the past
It was supposed to be hard.
traumas dating in Milwaukee has caused me.
Y'all gonna stop blaming it only on
I
the city.
don't. I'm not blaming it. on the
Okay.
city. I don't blame anything on the city. Please don't. I don't. I'm
I
so
will.
sorry if it
There's
comes
some
off
nice,
that
there's
way.
some nice guys out
However-
Some
here.
nice men out here.
However, I
They
do
live in the
feel like-
suburbs of the city.
No, we don't.
Yes,
No, we don't.
That's where I found my man at.
I do feel like the
Damn.
majority.
So I can wait. I can't get no chick because I don't live in a burb. Wait a minute. What are we? What are you telling my viewers?
No, go ahead. Shit.
No, go ahead.
I do feel like the majority of men in the city aren't doing what they're supposed to do as far as being examples to younger men in the
I'll
city.
give you
And I
that
feel like
much.
it's a
That's
ripple
true.
effect, not only to the young boys, but also to our girls. But in regards to past relationships, I've been through domestic violence.
Oh no.
I've been homeless. I could have, went and slept with a man and been here and there and didn't do any of that. I've been with a man that just put me down over and over with his words. So
What made you stay in the beginning?
well, what made them mad is that I left. I didn't stay. That's what
Okay.
made them mad. Yeah. And now, like I said, I'm just in a process of healing. My past doesn't belong in my present, and my past can't even be in my presence. Like it's they're
That was, hey man, drop a
Bars.
gem on that one, fam.
It's not that I'm not that person anymore. It's more so I'm somebody that my words will always uplift. I will never, then and now, I will never use my words to put anybody down. No one can ever come to you and say Lachelle spoke negatively about anybody ever. Okay.
I like that.
They just can't, because
Do
I
you get
don't. It's
upset?
not in me to do that. But I just feel like this city has a lot of healing that needs to be done before they date. I don't feel like people are dating properly, which is something that we definitely need to be discussing. And I got a singles mingle coming up, speed dating event. We
Go
can
ahead
talk
and plug
about that
that real
later.
quick. Go ahead and plug that real
Singles
quick.
We can talk about that
mingles.
later. But I really feel like, just how dating should look. I feel like we need to have an effect on that, and I don't feel like we are right now. I feel like we just letting everybody doing whatever they want to do, and we just laughing behind the scenes, and no one is taking action and actually putting our hand in the mix of it and applying effort. So hopefully we get to do that today, because
So,
I'm not here on accident.
so you
We
want
told
us?
you that you're not
So
here on
you want
accident.
us to clean the dating pool? Is what
I
you're
want us to
saying.
clean ourselves. We
'Cause
talked
the
about
dating
self
pool is
love.
filthy.
It is. It's
Piss and bleach and
Ain't nobody putting no Clorox in the water.
Trauma from other relationships.
That's where it is.
Exactly.
Relationship PTSD.
Exactly.
And then you leave
Exactly.
that. Like
Exactly.
again, I firmly believe like things latch on. So your like whatever demons and things that you have from that past relationship, if you don't work on yourself and you go with that next person, you're not giving them that same trauma.
You know what's interesting about that though? You can heal, right?
right.
And then the minute you fall in love with somebody and y'all are healthy and stuff like that,
It comes back.
because
up.
it comes back depending on what happens, because now you're in a safe space.
It's a ghost.
So all this type of stuff, all these things that you thought that you resolved, but you really didn't, you pushed it down, you suppressed
Exactly.
it comes back up and you're like, well, wait a minute.
'Cause you
I was
didn't
fine
heal.
because now you're in a safe space. So before, when stuff would happen to you, you thought, well, I don't care about that, because you're probably in a relationship or a situation where it wasn't a big deal to you, because the person that you were with or whatever it was, it just wasn't no big deal. But this person that you're in love with, that you're open and vulnerable with, because you're vulnerable now, things are coming up and you're like, well, what the fuck is this? Believe me, it has been mind blowing for me. Okay. I am a thug. So the fact that
I've seen it.
sometimes,
Are you?
yeah, I
I've
really
seen
am.
it.
No, I absolutely am.
I believe.
And then the fact that it's like I'm vulnerable and all these other things coming up, like this never bothered me before. And you have to, the thing about with triggers and stuff like that is that you have to feel through it. You can't suppress it. You have to feel through it in order to get over it.
Can I
Because
ask
if
you
you
something?
continue to like deflect and like suppress it, you're never gonna get over it.
Now you said you're a thug.
Usually
Listen,
I'm not.
I say that
yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
say
She
that
got
too. And
soft
I know
lately,
Queen
though.
over here probably say it too.
But we have to with these
But
Negroes.
why
yeah.
do we have to
Yeah.
be?
Yeah.
Why do we
Stop
have
that.
to be though?
Hey, all
With
BS
Negroes,
aside,
we do, yeah.
all mess up. Niggas ain't shit, and they misrepresent us.
I don't
That's
agree
a
with
fact.
that.
Like
I
we
actually
get
don't agree with that.
Well,
misrepresented.
then get y'all friends.
I'm gonna say
I don't know.
My
these
friends are right
niggas.
here.
I don't agree with that, and I'll tell
Right.
you why. And I'll answer her question. I'll say it like this, and I'll express it this way. You don't get to see me in my feminine energy if I don't feel protected by you.
Amen.
And
That right
for
there.
me,
There's that.
here's this like for me, I have to feel like I can be my utmost. Like at my shell, I'm goofy. I'm a joke. I'm a joker. I'm jokey. I'm a nerd. I'm a black nerd.
Blur.
Blurs in the building.
Blurs. Like I am that. Like if I can be my most vulnerable with you, where I can rest in you, then you'll get the feminine in me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like if we are in a situation where I can't, because our emotions are what we protect. That's a vulnerability. If you
Yeah.
get that from a woman,
Right.
she really cares about you. For you to see that side of her.
That's love.
I agree with
That's
that.
love. Now, if you want to talk about unconditional love, me showing you that side of me, that most vulnerable side, that's unconditional love.
That's right.
But if I don't feel like I'm in a space where I can show you that, where I can literally let my guard down and feel like you won't take advantage of that, like, ooh, gotcha, bitch. Like, if I don't feel like that,
Gotcha, bitch.
like, gotcha, like, that's the gimme gotcha of it all. Sometimes when we let our guards down, or we have let our guards down, we're one of you
Predators.
niggers.
Hey,
We'll let our
I am
guard
a
down.
black man.
Look, okay, excuse me. One of you African Americans. once we let our guard down with you, then it's like here come the bullshit. Here come the
No,
other
she was right saying niggas
Yeah.
though, because niggas
right.
will do
Niggas
that.
do that.
A black man who
He
is
ain't
a
gonna
real
do
black
that.
man is not going to do
But
that.
then it's like as
Which
soon
is
as you
why I
let
said
your
I'm a
guard
black
down,
man.
here it come in your inbox. Hey sis, I know you don't know me, but I just want to come to you and let you know your man ain't really your man. So then we got to deal with that. As soon as we didn't let you in,
Can we just block her then?
You know what?
So we living in peace over here.
I
Block
want to
her.
have a chick on the show who has done that. Because I want to know what's the purpose.
I don't understand.
Like, why
they
you-
would
understand
never.
either.
They would never say that they did.
They'll never
Why you
admit it.
fucking
Say
up
they
the
did.
game
They'll
for
never admit it.
everybody?
Here's the thing: they'll never admit it, or you got the chicks that are like proud side chicks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll give you your man back when I'm done with him.
See, that's
And
you
that's-
doing
that's-
too
That's
much.
it too.
As
That's-
a
None of that was
nigga, you too
necessary.
loud.
That's it.
Like, look, if I'm fucking and you fucking, guess what? We both just gonna be fucking because
But-
I'm
and
not
I-
gonna
and
talk to
I-
you
and
about
my
it.
thing is, I would, and I know a lot of women say a lot. They look. A lot
I'm
of people
just
say, well,
saying.
when they say like, I would rather live in that bliss. I would rather live in that bliss, but I also would prefer that your ass is only with me.
Look,
Right.
Because here's the thing, when you and y'all don't understand that whenever you fuck a bitch outside of the bitch that you're with, whenever you fuck a woman outside of the woman that you're with, you run that risk of, hey sis, I don't know if you know me, and the old unhealed me. You also ran a risk of 911. What's your emergency? I've been stabbed because you done that. You brought me to that. You brought me to that level.
I've been stabbed. It's fucking yo. That's the clip for the show. That's the promo clip. I've been
I've been
stabbed.
stabbed.
Yo, no fuck fam.
That shit's so funny. Oh my god.
She said it with such a straight
Y'all are
face.
laughing.
Yo, but the way
But she
Not-
will.
I
I
know
know she not.
the way she said it is hilarious. But she said it with a straight face.
I don't look. She say she brought. I don't live in my past. I am not that same person.
No, she said like she
But
stabbed
listen.
like white dude on the Dave Chappelle
Listen.
show.
And then it's like, but that then it goes again to the
What's your
person that you are
emergency?
with. That person brings out.
I've been stabbed.
I'm a firm believer that people bring out different sides of you.
True.
and-
They do.
or
They
different
absolutely
levels
do.
to you.
Not
And
every
my thing
relationship
is
is
the
the
person
same.
that I am now. I don't want you to bring out the putting Vaseline and the put it. I don't want you to bring
What's
out
the
certain-
Vaseline do? I want to
You
ask a woman
Vaseline
who
the
be
face so
fighting.
when they get the
Vaseline
scratching,
face
you don't
so
get
it's like
scarred.
you don't get scars and it's gonna slide
Yeah,
off. But my
they'll-
thing
they'll
is,
connect.
I don't want a man that's gonna bring out the 39th and Galena
No,
in
you
me.
need to be
Ooh,
protected.
yo,
No,
yo,
don't bring
that's
that out.
that's
in me, 'cause
dangerous.
I don't live there. Look, I don't live there no more.
You really stab people.
Listen,
She bought that action like Jackson.
I don't want you to bring out the side of me where the rest of my family like, oh, we got bail money for it. We good. Like she gonna be good. I don't want that. I want it to where my family is like, you got her. Like where my
They want to
dad-
love him as
Yeah,
much as you do.
because I have a dad where even when we talk about the provider thing, if I ever call my dad and be like, hey dad, I need you to do this. The first thing my dad
Where
is
your
gonna say,
boyfriend at?
knowing I have, he ain't gonna call my boyfriend. He's like, you got a whole nigga over there and you calling me because you need your tires fixed?
Right.
And that's one of my main things when I do date a guy is I have to know where if something happens, because I don't pump gas. I'm sorry, I don't pump gas.
You're
I
not
still don't
wrong. You're
pump
not supposed
gas.
You're not wrong. You're not
I
supposed
don't
to.
pump gas. I don't bring my own groceries in, and I'm single, and I still don't do that. I don't bring groceries in, and I don't take out my trash. Sorry, I
I
don't
do all
those
that.
things.
I do all of that.
Shout out to you.
Shout out
You
to
We
you.
love you.
I don't want to, but
You are an
No,
independent
but we
woman.
love you because you do it.
Jamaica doesn't. So I'm sorry, that whole rah 50-50, I don't know. I would love for a man to be like, come take look, you all I need for you to do is cook all day because I can cook. Hashtag lasagna. I can cook.
Hashtag I didn't get none.
Hashtag fuck you.
Hashtag you can go home.
I can. With my lasagna.
Either way.
We friends. I'm friends with
I
her
would,
now. so.
if a man, but that goes
Yo,
back to feminine
you
energy.
spilling shit on the mic, bro.
But
He-
that
he
goes back
used
to
you to
what
get
the
in?
question was, what we were saying about being feminine. If a man says that he can completely provide, but that also means you provide for me spiritually, mentally, financially, all of that, you will get the most feminine energy. A lot
But
of the
most
women
men
that y'all
don't understand that though.
exactly.
A lot of men
the
don't know
women
how
that
to be
y'all see that are
emotional.
so feminine and completely feminine. They have a man that is literally doing all the masculine things. So then we don't have to be masculine because he got it.
Not always. I don't have a man that does any of those things, and I.
But you're on your journey right now.
You'll get
though.
one eventually.
You're on your journey
I
right
think-
now.
I don't know.
As you heal yourself, that'll come later.
I mean, if y'all know some good men, are you?
Bro, over there single.
I'm hooking him up with somebody.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. I actually do pair people on blind dates.
Who?
I've paired over 20
Wait,
people
what
on
happened?
blind
Ooh,
dates.
can we record it?
Dilly was actually a part of my last speed dating event. Did you enjoy the event, Dilly?
Why are you looking at
I'm
me
just
like that?
asking.
Right, because you shouldn't be there. That's why.
No,
You never
wait,
been-
wait a minute,
So
hold
you're not a
on.
man.
Right.
What just happened?
This was previously.
This was a couple of years.
Jezebel.
You didn't tell me about this.
Harlot.
Harlot.
Hey,
Scarlet,
don't be calling my
Scarlet
cousin a
Letter.
This was a
My
couple
cousin is
of
far
years
from a
ago.
Scarlet Letter.
I've only been with my man for like 4 months. It ain't
Oh.
been that long.
Oh, 4 months? That's the
2 years
Oh,
ago.
you
were at a
can
date
still
with me.
cheat and it be
You
okay.
tell me
What the fuck?
Wait, what did you say?
2 years ago you went on a speed date and you didn't tell me. 'Cause that's podcast gold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We could have been
No, I
eating
didn't
off
tell you.
that.
No, I liked it. I did. I will say that I just think that some men just play games.
That I agree with.
We
you.
do.
They go.
I like
they go
Xbox
on events.
preferably.
Okay.
Some
Now,
men-
see, that's the game I'm talking about. That's the deflection. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, you do that.
Anyway.
Some men date down because they can get away with the childish
Also,
shit.
I mean, that put you in like, I'll go back to like a situation as far as with like my situation. I always felt like
I think I'm drunk.
my kids.
You are.
Like, I always felt
Slow
like I was
back.
put in a box. Like for him, he was like, "All right, she's a good woman, and she's the mother of my children." And I know that if I got like that, in my end all, she's gonna be the one that I want because she's the mother of my children. I know she's a good woman. I know she'll cater to me, love me. She'll do everything that a woman is supposed to do. I'll put her as my end all be all, but I'm gonna fuck these bitches and fuck up her.
No, you said
In
I'm gonna
between.
fuck these bitches, but I'm gonna come right back to you.
It's
Yeah.
that. It's that.
Hoes
I lie to
said
these
it
bitches, but I
best.
love you.
I was
Right,
just
yeah.
fucking them hoes. I was gonna get
And
right
that's
back.
what it is, but it's like, but you expect me to be that
Waiting.
delusional
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, you gotta
You
wait.
know where
You gotta wait a
home
second.
at. Puppet ass. He knows where home is. At the end of the day, he comes home to me,
Any chick on
That's
Facebook
emotionally
saying you know
draining.
where home is
There's whole groups
is
built
a
like
sick
that.
person.
and that's dumb.
She's sick as fuck.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he ain't gonna never leave me.
But he just left you last
But you
night.
let him fuck these. Where they at? I need one of them.
What?
Give me somebody stupid just for like 6 months.
You wouldn't know what to do with it.
I feel like we too old for that.
Right.
We
Like,
too
that
old
don't-
for that?
That's gonna
All
bore
right,
you,
never
bruh.
mind. We're too old for that.
You that's gonna bore you, bruh.
Can
I
we
mean, a couple-
please
It might.
start the trend of dating properly?
And they
I've-
purpose.
Loving
I tried.
ourselves
No, wait,
properly.
hold on.
I
We
tried
love
dating
ourselves properly.
No,
None of
let's-
this will be
let's-
an issue.
Okay, but
Can
one
I
thing
raise my
I
hand?
one thing I've heard.
Exists.
Go ahead.
Can
We're
I
doing
gotta
it
raise my
wrong.
hand.
Go ahead.
Can we
doing it wrong.
define what dating properly is? Because that is the number one mistake that a lot of
Right,
people
because
don't know.
apparently exclusivity ain't
What
so
is
exclusive.
dating property?
I think dating properly is being
Dating property. That's what it is when you together.
it's,
My
it's,
property. till
it's
I'm done dating.
communicating what it is that you really want. You have to tell, you have to be, and that allows, you have to allow vulnerability. That's the biggest problem.
And that's
Because
what we-
vulnerability is hard to do
Man.
because you could be hurt and it's going to fucking hurt. Like emotional heartbreak is different from like cramps. it's
Physical
different from
heartbreak.
And that could have
childbirth.
happened
It's
20 years
different.
ago, and you
Right.
still got it.
I'm
So
a
I think-
cancer. I know these things.
Me too. So what I'm
That's a-
saying
Shit
is
hurts.
it hurts a lot. So
I
what
be
I-
wanting to beat bitches the fuck up.
Okay,
Whoa,
well,
calm
wait a
down.
minute though.
Yo,
Wait.
only
Okay.
because I
Not this
feel
kind of
like
party.
the emotional pain that I'm experiencing, the only
Uh-huh.
way you gonna understand how I feel is through physical pain.
Well, that's not.
But I'm not gonna really
That's
hurt
not.
you.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
legal, bro.
What are we doing here?
I'm not-
No, it's
That's
okay.
not legal.
No,
I'm
right, no.
not really gonna hurt people, but
Good.
that's how I
Yeah,
feel.
just stop. Don't say nothing else.
Don't
say nothing else incriminating.
Put
Just
it-
leave
put a
to
pin in
stop
that,
it.
I be
bruh.
want to punch bitches in the face. I ain't
You're gonna
lie to you.
continue. I just
I ain't
asked
gonna
you.
lie to
my
you.
ex did
I
that.
just asked. Wow.
So, like,
Okay.
I'm not.
So
Wait,
let's-
don't say
so
stuff like that.
Your words
Well, then
are
what are you
powerful.
saying? Look at what you saying
Your words
though.
are powerful.
Flat fact.
Your
She
words
did
are
said that
powerful.
she was in a domestic
Yes.
relationship.
Chill
I'm
out,
not
bro.
gonna hit nobody.
And I'm sure you're not.
'Cause
But
my
I'm just
grandma
thinking
would
about
turn
how
over in
many
her grave
young men are
if she-
listening to this.
Okay, don't beat up your women.
Please don't.
Don't beat up
Because
no
they
woman.
are
Because
out
some of us hit
there.
back.
That's and
Or
some
they
of them
stab.
stab. So
And
before
shoot.
you walk into this fight,
Jesus.
you need to know if this is what you want. Because I know some chicks that'll lay a nigga
Because
out.
all I'm saying is you might hit
No
the
cap.
wrong one and they be like, ooh, I like that. And now guess what?
Oh, like Fatima sisters.
Yeah, I love her.
Hey,
She definitely
I
tricked
think-
me.
Right.
I think vulnerability is the problem because you have to be vulnerable and let somebody know what you want, and you have to hope that they're genuine, and it's a gamble, and that's the problem. So you
And
know,
for some of
it's-
us, that's this risk that we don't want to take.
exactly
I'm
that's
a
what
Cancer.
it
I
is.
take it every time I step out the fucking house.
I'm a Taurus. I like being at home.
I'm a
Every time
Pisces.
I-
We sensitive.
I'm a
No, every time
Sagittarius.
I
I
meet
like
a
to have
chick, I
fun.
just be like,
I'm
she
a
got
Scorpio. I like long walks on the beach.
"Yeah,
Took you
Scorpio."
long enough.
Why did you even say that?
Somebody got to say it.
Everybody was saying what sign they
You
was.
a Scorpio? You a Scorpio?
Yeah.
You didn't know
Are
that?
you dating
No.
a Scorpio?
My man is a Scorpio.
What you got to say,
Mm.
Dilly? Let's
Welcome to the fuck shit.
Oh, so you knowing that I'm a Scorpio now you finna go home and dump fam because of me?
No,
He worked hard.
It ain't my fault, bro.
He worked
But you
hard
know
to
what?
get here. He ain't
Scorpio
going
is-
nowhere.
Scorpio is my sister sign, and I
He
didn't
earned.
get a bad
He
rap,
earned this
so.
spot, bruh.
And
I-
do
I do feel like whoever is dating you, he earned that
He
shit.
earned every ounce of that spot.
Because I remember the first time I met you, I was like, yeah, she don't like people. She don't like
I
a
do
human.
like people. I don't like
You wanna know what's
bullshit.
funny about that?
you better say
I
it,
felt
girl.
like
You
that.
better
What
say
was
it.
that? The Tory kickback?
Yes.
Kickback.
Wasn't that fam over here
What?
at the kickback?
Oh, my atmosphere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thought so.
What?
Like, I was
We'll talk
giggling
about it
a
later.
little bit earlier, and that's why I'm like, hey, okay, reunion time. We'll discuss that later.
Right.
You was
Dilly was
very,
Dillying.
very mean.
Very,
No, I
very
wasn't.
cancer-like.
You
No,
were
I
dillying.
wasn't.
Just a little bit.
I just wasn't in nobody's face, so that's me being
No,
mean.
You was definitely being mean to this man when we was at
Not me.
Tory birthday party.
That
my
gentleman in the back.
atmosphere.
Oh,
The gentleman,
okay.
in the gentleman in the upper
Look,
front.
and then look how she answered. Oh, okay. And picks up drink.
What was it? Okay, so this is what I'll say, and
Breaking shit.
that was like maybe 2 or 3 years
A
ago.
little different
You
Dylan.
But
changed?
I usually no, I didn't change.
Oh, okay. Never
What
mind.
usually happens is I reciprocate the energy that I get.
Is this only juice?
So
That's
I
all
know
it
that
is.
happened in the past or whatever, but I reciprocate what people give to me.
I feel
Okay.
you.
I'm
Yeah,
not
apologize.
just gonna sit there and allow something to be said or things to be done to me and not reciprocate it.
Right.
So that's
what
the
I'm
thing.
talking
And I think people look at me and don't expect that or expect me to do that. No, we're gonna do that.
I think that's been one of my issues that
That's my
I
issue,
don't
too.
reciprocate.
That's
I
one thing
do
I love
not.
about Dilly.
I don't give the same energy that people
What?
give
That's one
me.
thing I love about you.
Yeah, and you know what? And I maybe I probably should have,
Mhm.
but
B-I-T-C-H?
I probably should've.
She's the same way.
and
She's
we
so
will take
nice.
punches
Yeah, I
and
know.
won't give it
Mhm.
back because my punches will kill you.
Yo, wait.
But
What kind of
sometimes they
Pisces
do
are
that.
you? You need to teach my sister this shit because she a Pisces.
She be
And that little
punching. She be
motherfucking devil.
punching.
And I love her to the man, but she evil.
K don't count, bruh.
All of my, they're all Pisces.
Oh, I'm
A
sorry
house
to hear
full
that.
of them.
My
Sorry to
sister
hear
is
that.
Pisces, and she's a lot like
And you
me.
see how Jazz be talking to
I was
niggas.
always
Oh,
fine.
Jazz reckless.
Like, I
We
will
ain't
always-
fighting nobody.
Like if somebody messed with her, like my sister's a Pisces, and she was the same way. Like
I'ma leave.
growing up,
That is
I
the
was
fight.
always-
I
she
want to
was
know
that
what you
fight.
said
Like,
about
me-
Scorpios.
your-
I missed that part. I want her to say.
Oh,
that
I
again.
didn't miss it.
About
Oh, you heard
Scorpios.
I don't know.
Y'all some terrible human beings.
That
Yeah,
ain't what
some
she
good
said.
up
Y'all
in a
know who
nutshell.
y'all Scorpios know what they do. Come
Y'all
on.
know what y'all do.
Y'all know.
Scorpios.
Y'all know who
Y'all
no-
habitual
y'all know how
gaslighters.
y'all are.
That's why I'm a Cancer.
Who the fuck is you talking to?
You a habitual
Dog,
gaslighter.
why? Wait a minute.
What?
Actually,
Why
I'm the
you
ones
turn
that
up
are the
on
most
bro like
gaslighters.
that?
No, it's Sagittarius.
No, thank you.
Oh, y'all even worse, bro.
That's why I said what I
No,
said.
they not worse.
I
Than
wouldn't
nah,
even say that.
Scorpios aren't worse.
Tone a wild nigga,
Bro, chill out.
fam.
I would feel
I
like
just-
don't know,
I
feel
just
like
think the people should know.
Aquarius for me.
Oh
And I
yeah.
also don't like Libra.
No, you're right.
Oh.
Aquarius.
I don't
is
like
right.
Pisces
Y'all
either.
know
I'm-
I feel.
I'm
I
a,
Okay.
love Tauruses. Tauruses always say they don't love Pisces, but all my
can't
best friends are
stand them.
Tauruses.
damn.
All my best friends are.
Who
It's
hurt
like
you?
outside of
You gonna learn to love me, baby.
long story. But outside, and the crazy thing
I
is,
love
my
you
daddy
already.
is a Pisces, and I love my dad. But Pisces outside of my family, I usually don't jam with. There's like always an
time.
exception to the
What kind of
rule.
jam you
Yeah,
like?
give it time.
First off, strawberry.
Okay, I fucks with it.
You my nigga.
You my nigga forever.
That grape gotta
I
go.
really
Shit.
dig it.
Grape is.
Well, she said she liked
Right.
jam.
She likes jam. And you
Michael
know he
Jackson did a song
always,
called
you know, you
Jam.
always go back to food.
So can I ask y'all a question?
Can you go ahead? You this is
Man,
your show
what-
today.
Look at this point.
Yo,
At
this
this
is
point,
it.
you
This
doing
is
my
the
job.
easiest episode I've
You
ever
are
had.
doing my
I'm
job.
nervous when she
Curious.
said that.
I'm
Huh?
just curious.
No, ask. You doing
No,
my
you
job.
don't got nothing.
Because you asking everything that was on my agenda. So
Right,
keep
right
going.
in here, right in my chest area.
So a lot of times we think we're practicing self-love.
Ooh.
A lot of times we think again that we're practicing self-love, yet we put things in our bodies that are not good for us. We keep people around us that are not good for our spirits. We do a lot of things to our own personal bodies on a daily basis that are not good for us, yet we claim we're practicing self-love. So I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all feel like on a daily basis you're practicing self-love?
Self-love is
Well,
the
when
best
you
love.
put it like that, no, because I get high every fucking day.
That don't necessarily.
And
mean
since
you
you-
just- Nope.
No,
That
but
doesn't
she
mean
said
it's
we
bad.
put it in our
Are you
body.
abusing it?
But
That's taking one Tylenol or taking 12 Tylenols. It's two
Right.
different things.
And
Are you-
also, marijuana is.
Well, shit,
something
this
from
weed got the punch of like fucking 7 ibuprofen. Shit
People who
strong.
committed suicide. Right. People who
Right.
trying to end
That
it
ain't
all.
self-love at all.
This is my last day with myself.
End it
Well, I
all.
can say for me, I feel like you cannot love yourself if you don't become aware of
Mm.
the things around you. Like for me, there's this meme on Facebook where it's like, talking about like, everybody won't cuss the family out, but I will. Fuck Auntie Emily, whatever. I'm the type, like, I literally last year was like blockity block. I blocked everybody in my family that I felt like
Was
were
negative energy.
negative, had something negative to say about me.
Mhm.
They didn't support me.
That's growth.
Like I was like, goodbye, block, goodbye, block. You're cool, you can stay, but block, blockity, block.
Sometimes you have to.
I will literally tell people when I'm on the phone, because I firmly, if you talk to me, I have office hours.
I love you.
You can only talk to me to 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
That's
If you
self-love.
call outside of that,
Mhm.
you better have a life-threatening emergency that you're
Ooh.
calling me. And that's perfectly fine.
Oh, I'll just inbox you.
Right?
Like, damn, I can't just call because I missed you.
From 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Get
you
off
I
absolutely
didn't miss you at
can.
8:30 this
I get
morning.
off work at 8:30.
Oh, okay.
I didn't miss you at 7:15.
Where I gotta get to the
At
crib?
10:15, I was like, I missed my neck.
You can, and that can be delivered in a text. And when I wake
No,
up,
I'm gonna
at
call 'cause
9
I wanna
a.m., I'm
talk
like,
to you.
miss you too, fam, but no.
Yeah,
They won't have no
definitely
conversations.
Just checking.
No.
in, fam.
No.
And he has done that, and it'll be like 11 o'clock, and I have a just checking on you, fam. And guess what? It'd be 10 o'clock when he get it. I'm good, because my phone, no. But you have to set those boundaries, and
You
I
do.
had to learn that because I was always the mom of my
Yeah, you
siblings,
were. Your
of
crew.
my family.
Yep.
So I was giving to everybody.
Yep.
They would call me, like even now, my siblings would call like, sis, what you cook? And I'm cooking big meals, cooking for everybody, making sure everybody had everything. And then I finally realized that in going through my own journey, now I'm sitting here. I've been superwoman for everybody else, but I want to be Lois Lane. I want somebody to come save me.
Hello.
Yep.
And I had to set those boundaries because guess what? I got to save myself at this point.
Yes.
In order for anybody to be willing to save me, I have to.
Piggybacking on her,
Mm.
like I honestly have cut a lot of people out of my life and stopped doing a lot of stuff that was not good for me.
Mhm.
Like bro would tell you, I don't even go out no more. Like niggas be forgetting I'm
I
alive.
don't go out.
You don't go out no more now either.
I don't know why
'Cause,
I'm
like-
going out in a parallelogram anyway.
Just because I be going out with my peoples. But I had to start removing people out of my life. Like as I battle with my depression from time to time. And I find myself having these episodes where it's a struggle to even get out of bed sometimes.
Ooh, God have me. Okay.
I told
Lord,
you
go
here
ahead.
for a reason.
I am. Go on, baby.
You thought we was lying.
Uh-huh.
I have issue even getting out the bed sometimes. I only like having certain people around me.
Yeah.
Like my bros, my sis are the only people I really talk to outside my family. And even then, I don't even talk to all my family. I'm always the person who checks on everybody else. Like Dilly would tell you, I'll randomly send out a text one day, just positive energy, making sure you good. Every once in a while, I was like, hey, what's your mental health today? I don't give a damn if you just got how's your mental health that day. That's what I'm caring more about. I don't care about the party you went to last week. I don't care about, the podcast that how's your mental health? Like, and
See?
that's
Last time
So,
I asked to
question.
check how her mental health was, she told me I was being disrespectful.
So here's the question.
That
How
shit
do
was
you-
wild.
Probably did it with sarcasm.
No,
honey. I don't
man.
you know what's funny?
You probably did it with sarcasm.
I'm
Yo.
technically a therapist.
Right. Wait. Did she?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Let me
technically
ask.
have my license. to be a therapist.
Did she ask you
But there are some
something?
Black people that don't go to therapy.
Because we were taught not to.
Exactly.
Our biggest issue with
I'm
us
gonna ask
is we have a generational curse that we need to break, which is
Break it.
keeping people out of our business.
Yep.
We so adamant about saying our business, we stay in our lane, we stay out of our business, but sometimes we have mental issues that we don't go talk about.
Yes.
We got people doing wild shit like killing up their whole family,
Yep.
and we was like, but he had a mental problem. We have happy people that are committing suicide because they have things they were going
the
through,
one thing-
and they were never talking to nobody about it because they were told, don't let those folks in your business.
And the one
Right.
thing that Black women have that a lot of people don't understand,
Mm.
like for example, the one, the female, the Miss America that just
Mhm.
killed herself. And I also have this. I've been diagnosed with high functioning depression.
Yeah,
Where y'all look at me like she seemed fine, she's this, she's
that's
that.
me.
But then I have days where like he can tell you, I'm like, man, fam, this is not a good day. Like I'm just
Y'all know what's
I'm in
going
my
on.
chest, and there's like
It's a shift in your cycle.
Y'all
Yeah.
know what's going on.
What?
Well, what's going on and where depression and all that stuff comes from and anxiety and all that stuff.
It's the white people.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
We,
And that's right here what it
we can
is.
blame
Look what
a
you
lot
just
of
did.
stuff on
We
the
trying to
white
do a
man.
breakthrough. You
We
up here saying some
go.
yes, white people sitting out of
I couldn't resist.
We
Now
I'm
I'm
go
sorry.
sorry. I'm
through
sorry,
all
Jamaica.
these traumas and dramas and all this stuff, and we
talk about it.
sweep it under the rug.
Exactly.
We don't. It's so much power in our confessions and our testimony. People, we're supposed to be talking about it to help someone else.
Yep.
One day I am going to be talking about that domestic violence situation. One
got a
day I
whole
am going to
podcast
be
for you
talking
when you're
about.
ready to.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all.
But that's why I talk about my own, like as far as my kidney disease. That's why I'm very transparent and open about it because
yes, that's where the
I
healing
know
is.
that there like in talking to it, I've had a few people inbox me that are my age, like I'm young and I
Yeah.
have kidney failure,
Yeah.
and they're like, I didn't know nobody else was going through this. It's so glad it's like I can see someone, because a lot of people will look at me and be like, that girl don't look sick. She don't look sick at all, but I have the things that I'm going through
Mhm.
that if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. Or even like being depressed, like it wasn't until like I went to, a couple people, I'm like, yeah, I've been diagnosed with XYZ. This is what I'm going through. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I have those same things too.
Yeah.
Or even going to therapy. Like I can honestly say, going to a therapist and being able to talk to someone that's not in it,
Mhm.
like talking to your parents or about what it's hard to.
They'll
How
never
can you talk-
understand what you're
They
going
won't
through.
understand because
What we doing
mother.
now?
It was probably the most therapeutic and most intense conversation I ever had. I literally sat there while my mom was sitting on her bed and literally told her all the childhood trauma she's ever done to me.
Oh, Jesus.
And it got
wanna get there
intense
with
because
my
my mom would not understand. I did the best I could do with
Yep.
what I had.
yes,
Yeah.
that's always.
I was
Mhm.
trying to protect you.
Right.
Did you never go without the typical stuff that the generation before us would use as the reason why you did what you did?
Right.
right.
The conversation got heated was not because I get it, mom. The world was different back then. But I got issues now that I'm battling with that I'm telling you, not because you can't fix it, because I'm going to fix it.
Mm.
So when I'm not around,
Mhm.
when I'm not there to be for you real quickly, or when I'm doing stuff like this, it's because I'm working through some shit
Mhm.
and I do not want to lose you as a mother while I'm trying to fix this. Because as long as you stay in my presence while I'm going through this, you might be without a
You're gonna
son.
cause it.
Right.
And then that thing is that what they don't understand. And I actually had this conversation with my mom. I'm like, seeing the things that you like, how you were, and some of the things that you did, like growing up, is why I have some of the issues I have with relationships now.
Same.
That stuff trickles in. Like now,
Same.
I have.
Let's dig it up, y'all. Let's dig it
I
up.
have certain issues that I
Feel
got
it.
through. But the one thing that I can say, and I always told her this, is there are a lot of things that you did that were great, but there are a lot of things that you do that I literally don't do with my kids. Like my son
Exactly.
came up to me one time and he was like, "Mama, I love you,
Mm.
but sometimes you yell and that hurts my feelings." But he felt safe enough
Yeah.
to where he
Same
could
thing
come
with
to
my
me and
kids.
say that, where I would never feel comfortable enough to go to my mama like, "Mama, you be yelling at me and it hurts my feelings," because I knew she would start yelling again.
Exactly.
Or she
It
would,
would
like-
only make
It
Or
would make
shut
it
you
worse.
down.
What the
Or
fuck
shut
is
me
you
down.
talking
Like, well,
about,
I
you
was
know?
yelling at you because of this. This is what you did.
Right.
Right.
But like I talk
And-
to my kids and I say, like, what is it that you think mommy can work on? What, like, we have those
I
conversations.
love that.
The dialogue,
That's beautiful.
period,
Yes,
is something
because
that we
I don't
never
want-
had with
I
our
don't
parents.
want, like, my thing is I don't want my kids to fear me. I want my kids to
Exactly.
respect me. Yes. As their parent, like, I'm not your friend. but I'm friendly. If you get what I'm saying, like you can always, I'm a safe space for you. I don't want my son to feel like, or my daughter. My daughter's 4, so you can't really speak as much as my son.
Oh, you know,
can. He's
they'll
8.
talk when they want to.
Right, but I'm saying my
They'll
son
tell
is
you what you want. What
my
they want.
son's emotional, like intelligence is a little more advanced than my daughter's right now. So he'll be able to come to me and be like, "Mom, this hurt my feelings, or that hurt my feelings."
Right.
Versus like my daughter will be like, "I'm mad at you. I want a new mama." That's what she says. Like, but he can say like, you were yelling, but the yelling stems from that's what I grew up with. I grew up with a parent that yelled all the time instead of just talking. But I don't want to be that parent. But sometimes I slip into things that I saw, and that's even in relationships. I would just start yelling when I'm frustrated. Like I'm just yelling, "You did this and this ain't,"
because that's what you
but that's
grew
what
up
I
and
grew
saw.
up with. And doing your shadow work, how the hell am I sitting here a whole sensitive crybaby, but I want to sit here and lash out and yell at? That don't work. Like, how can I sit here and want somebody to treat me a certain way, but then on the flip, I treat them foul? Like I'm yelling at you because I'm mad.
And I'm so glad that this even came up at this point in the show, because you remember we did Broshly Awkward and we never really got to finish the second half, but we did determine that a lot of stuff that we go through now as adults is based off the stuff that we did see from our parents.
Yeah, for sure.
Like how they relationships and how it affected us. And we did discuss this before. We didn't get to finish because we was like way over, but
Can I ask you something, Scorpio?
you can ask.
Do you feel like you can handle a good woman, a whole woman, a complete woman, after she done been through the traumas and the dramas and she went through her self-healing process and got right with God and all that good stuff? Do you feel like you can handle a whole woman?
I feel like it's a process, but
Okay.
I'm down for it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's a challenge.
You might
but
be in a singles mingle speed dating event coming up February 20th, 2 p.m. Eve's Lounge. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, okay. You want me to pair you on the blind date? Let me know. I'm gonna sit back now.
yeah, so
What are you, a relationship connoisseur?
I will rule
I
all your
am
friends.
for healing. That's what I am. I'm for healing. And everybody got to get their healing
don't
before
know
we
why
start
Cage
dating.
Brothers-
Let's heal together.
Yes, let's heal.
The thing about it is, it's not a line though. Healing is up and down.
But you hear like you don't.
Yeah.
they sweep it. They're not healing. You
But then
can't.
the thing
You
is-
think you're over something when you didn't really deal with it. To begin
Exactly,
with.
and
You
it comes
swept
back up when you're vulnerable.
And then,
I'm
you know what
telling
these
you.
people are doing, and that's why they're dying from these addictions.
Ooh.
These people are in pain. These people are in pain from their traumas, and they're going to these substances,
Yeah.
and they're dying.
Especially the younger generation, because they pill
Yes.
popping left and right.
So let's show them something different. Let's show them a different way to heal, because I ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So let's show them a different way to heal.
That
Y'all.
nigga said I ain't supposed. That's your tagline? I ain't supposed to be here.
Right? They trust me. They didn't want me to be
proud
here.
They are proud
They
to
didn't
be on
want me to be
Xanax.
here.
Like I've never said no. Hold on.
No.
We not gonna give Xanax a bad
No.
name.
I'm talking about the people, not the people that
What?
need it. I'm talking about the folks who just taking them,
Whatever,
taking them.
fam.
Look,
I feel
we can give Percocets a bad name, but Xanax.
I blame music for that one.
Listen, but
Just
no,
don't
I'm
abuse
just saying,
nothing.
like, oof.
Don't abuse
No,
nothing.
I don't
Go to
abuse
God.
it, but if you
instead of-
use Xanax right,
I think some people
It works
abuse
for your
that.
But they don't know how to use it right. That's the
But
problem.
that's
But
another
they-
conversation.
exactly.
They just
People
going in their
pain.
granny's
People
medicine
in
cabinet,
pain. God is just
and they see it's a purple
Crying.
diamond.
Is it?
He is crying because people
Why
are
you
choosing these
know
substances over him. Yes,
Some
so
people are abusing him.
What? Shut up, Vaughn.
no.
The devil
I
is
get
a
what-
liar.
no, I get
How
what
are
he's
people?
saying
Now,
in the
are you talking
context.
about over religious people that don't?
No, they use religion as far as their agenda is what he's saying. So
to
they're-
abuse
for let's
or to uplift. You know what I'm saying?
No,
What
No,
is-
no, they
take
some
it-
use
we'll
it to
take
abuse.
Some
We'll take
people
it back
use
to
it
this.
too,
Because
I'll
if there's
give you.
any type of abuse in it, then it's not God.
Look, I'll
That's
give
what
it
we
to you like
saying.
and
this.
then you
They
know what
use
it
the
is.
Bible to enslave us. So
Oh,
in his
yeah.
context,
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
he's using it as.
Okay.
Like
He was
that's
not using
what
it
they're
that way.
saying. So
That is
Wow.
not where.
That's
That is
why I'm
not
a
where he was
podcast.
going.
Everything is
It's not
intent,
going
y'all.
there.
Everything is intent. When you go on a date,
Nice
you know what I'm
save.
saying? I'm matching people with pure intentions, with the same intentions. You know, you have these men that are predators. You know what their intentions are. Not
Ooh.
pointing to you.
Oh, I was gonna
But
say,
you
like,
know
God
what their
damn.
intentions
Bro,
are.
what did
You
you
have
like?
these women.
I don't
you
think
have
I ever
these
seen him
women
prey
that
on with
are
some
only
chicken
looking for
tenders.
men for what they have. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Intention is everything. I have pure intentions in everything that I do. I need to be around people with with pure intentions. When you so when you have a drink as well, what's your intention? Is it to celebrate, or is it because you're in pain about something?
Bothered me the most is I grew up in church. I'm a Kojic. Like I grew up in Kojic.
So am I.
From like grew up in church, was in church all the time. And the one thing that I hated, I absolutely hated, is that I could not go to my mom or anybody and express like
They were judgmental. Were they judgy?
Very.
hell yeah, they was
See, I can't
judgmental.
do.
Very.
I can't
If
do
you're
no
not doing it the
judgmental
way
people.
they
But the
want
thing
it
is, I
done,
can't
it's
do
no
wrong.
judgment to
religious
people.
versus spiritual.
Exactly.
It was like I couldn't. It was an embarrassment for you to be like, "Mama, I'm just like you depressed,"
Yeah.
or you want it like, "Girl, pray about it."
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Dear God, I'm depressed.
The
So what is
generation
it gonna
before-
do?
Now what?
The
Yeah.
generation
like,
before us is the
I
reason
need a
why
little
we're
more to
more
go
spiritual
on.
than
Right,
religious.
like what?
What else you got for me?
Right.
Has
Just
anybody
depression.
in this
Read
room
Timothy.
actually been to therapy?
I have.
I
Yes.
mean, besides me and Jamica.
I'm
You went to
actively-
therapy?
I'm not above
When I was
going.
younger, but I haven't been as an adult.
I
When I
think
was
that
I haven't been since I was a kid.
I'm actively going. I got an appointment in 2 weeks.
I
Actively
really
going.
feel like my friends right now are my therapists, and I feel like they
They
really,
usually are.
after
They
going
If
usually
you,
through
if you have a
that,
good core of friends,
I
they
gotta
are.
get rid of the niggas I
Because
know.
when we
they've
talk,
really been
Oh
breathing
no,
life
because
into
we
me.
tell you what you need. To
right,
do.
Yes.
we tell you all the time, you don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had like my core group of friends. Like I hate to bring it back to Zodiac, but I'm a Taurus and we're very
Y'all
loyal.
so
We're loyal and we're very
y'all rock.
internal. So I've had the same core group
I feel
of best
like I
friends
rock.
I've had since I was 13 years old. I'm 33.
I feel
I've
like
had
I
the
rock.
same friends.
That's
That's
what's up.
dope.
And I don't feel like I'm gonna change those friends.
Yeah.
But those are the ones like when I'm going through stuff, and they are actually the ones that was like, "Fam, you need therapy. Go see a therapist for like the deep stuff because you've had
Dig it up.
traumas that you don't even we know you've
Dig
been
it up.
through, or even like because of I'm 33. They can't relate to kidney failure. They can't relate to like."
Uh-huh.
I go from making a certain amount of money or having a certain amount of money in my account to then I'm literally almost losing my house, almost losing this, that, and the third. I'm trying to figure out insurance, paying out of pocket
That
for
dep-
things
that
like
that level of depression alone.
That is that level of depression where you feel like I literally was at a rock bottom point where I felt like a complete failure.
Mhm.
Like I just felt like damn.
Been there.
And then you get to the point where you feel like, and that was the first time I ever felt like, well, damn, I can't do for my kids. I shouldn't even be here. And when I felt that I shouldn't be here, that's when I knew.
That's when you know you
That's
need
when
it.
I needed. I was like, okay, I got to see somebody about this because if I don't see someone about this, it would have been the Facebook status like, damn, she was on Facebook making jokes. I would never have thought. I would have never thought her. And that's when you have to reach out, but you have to get to a point in yourself. And some people will never see that
Mhm.
because they will never look inside of themselves to see I need help. There are a lot of people that need therapy.
And see, that might have been your mask, your comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was your mask.
but my
I
thing is,
suffered in
joke.
silence.
Right. And I joke
100%.
about a lot of
A lot of
things.
people hide behind their comedies and insults and being a bully because
Bully.
Well, not being a bully, but
no,
Like,
hold on.
That's a trigger word.
Nah, but hold on. I didn't say you,
Can't just
bro.
go calling niggas bully.
No, y'all not. No, I'm not. Y'all. I didn't say
call
you.
bully.
I said people who usually hide behind comedy, jokes, insults,
Well, I'm a
bullying.
naturally goofy, like joking type of person.
But there's a difference between naturally being funny
and
and people who, like this nigga right here, who turns the sideways because it's an uncomfortable conversation.
Huh?
He'll make the
Come on.
joke. Some people do that. We watch Peacemaker. They call a dog a bully because what does he do? He'll sit here and constantly attack everybody around him to hide the issues he's having.
I don't
Stuff
do
like that.
That was actually a very great point because that's exactly what it is with fam. It's like,
Yeah.
They talking about you.
no, we was talking about Peacemaker.
We was talking about Peacemaker, but we started with him.
Wait, when the fuck do I just be attacking niggas?
No, we talk. You deflect.
I deflect too. It might be a cancer trait because I deflect too.
So,
If
You
anything, I
right.
be trying to live my
I
motherfucking
deflect
life.
too. No, somebody
You
bring
deflect.
up something or I'll deflect a lot.
But you know what I've also learned about life? Like it don't be the message, it's the messenger.
It don't even be
Like it be some people like even though they telling you right or they giving you good information, it
because
be
of
some people
who said it and
right.
how
You
they
don't.
said
I don't want to
Who said
hear
it?
what you got to say because I know you.
Because
I don't give a
some
fuck how
people,
right you are.
it's a
Stop
contradiction.
talking to me.
Because it's a
Yes,
contradiction
it
coming from there.
contradicts how you live in your life.
Right. it's a
So don't
contra-
tell me how to live mine.
We know he always talks about it every
So
time.
like, don't tell me how to live my life or what I should be doing when I know how you live in yours. And it ain't my place to speak on how you live in your life, but don't worry about how I'm living mine.
But then let me play devil's advocate here for that, because even if somebody is a certain type of way, the message is the message. Like, that's like if a crackhead told me
It's harder to receive it, though.
it may be harder to receive, but my thing is when you get to a certain level and a certain maturity, you got to stop looking at the messenger and look at the message, because that's just like me being
I agree.
me
I
how
agree
I
with you.
am. Like, I can literally tell you, like, girl, let it go. Don't stab him, and you be like, "Did you stab him 2 weeks ago? Why you trying to tell?" But I'm still
But she can
telling
tell you that
But I'm
because she
telling
done
you
been
that
through
because
it.
I
it's
didn't
something that
stabbed him,
I've
so
been
you
Now-
won't do that.
Now you was quoting Ho earlier.
Wholesale drugs.
And
You
what
don't
else did
do
he
that.
say?
And he did sell drugs.
Exactly.
So you
My
don't
thing
have
is-
to do
So
that.
hopefully you
But
don't
Hope
have-
did that, so hopefully you won't have
my
to go
thing
through
is,
that.
You can't get
There
so
we
wrapped
go.
up
So-
in who is saying
You got
something.
to understand it now, right?
Nice callback, bro. Nice callback.
But you can't
With
get
that
so
one,
wrapped
no.
up in that. Like, you can't get wrapped up in, well, and then my thing is, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm talking to somebody and I'm telling them something, and the first thing they say to me is, "Well, you did that, so da-da-da," I'm gonna stop telling
They
you.
don't want to receive it.
Like, and I'm not.
Because-
but then, and that
But
just
if I tell you something that I know I've done, I'm going to tell you, yes, I did that.
right.
Sometimes you got to figure out a person's level of communications too.
Exactly.
Some folks you can directly tell them and it sticks. Other times you have to give reasonings behind.
But then if you got the mentality where you always gonna be looking at me about my past, about what I used to do, about whatever, and then it's like you're gonna always, I don't live there no more. So don't, if I'm sitting here trying to give you advice or I'm trying to tell you something,
But
and
those
you throw something in my face, like, well, you can't tell me this, that, and the third. Like, I don't know. Who
Those
you're
are
talking
pe-
about. I don't care.
no.
But if they're trying to tell you something, they may be coming from a genuine place.
But those are people that are not ready to grow. That's why they deflect. That's why they point out what you've done. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Like those who came in before this conversation, you may be a completely different person after we're done with this conversation.
Exactly.
Doesn't necessarily mean,
That's
but
true, because you can go pull up one of our earlier podcasts and you can hear what I was responding to back then before this was a podcast.
right,
And then versus what
How
I
you
said
feel
on
about it
this
now.
podcast.
right.
You know
So-
what I'm saying?
But a lot of times people are not ready to receive. They know what you're saying and they get it. They're not ready to make
But you
that
also
step.
can't go into things, and this is another thing that you learn as you grow. You can't go into things always on the defense.
People are.
And you
That's
can't
another.
always-
That's another
Yeah.
generational
Yeah.
curse,
Yeah.
though.
I feel
Yes.
like with you saying it like that, I feel like it's like when I talk to my little brother. Now, everything that he is going through, I've been there and I've done that. But I also understand that when I was 18, life didn't look like how it looks like when you're 18. So what I can explain to you from my perspective of when I was 18 and this shit happened to me, it was different
Right.
as to what he looks at 18 like, because there's social media and fucking it's everywhere.
Right.
There's a meta now. Shit, you could go even
Metaverse.
deeper.
So
Right.
like I be understanding that shit. So it's like it's not that the message or who the sender is, it's just sometimes like if you see me going through something and I'm doing it publicly, maybe that's the time when you should inbox me or hit me on my phone and be like, bro, what's wrong? Are you going through something? It's not okay to always make a joke. Then when I get defensive about you making a joke, you look at me and be like, hey, yo,
You
stop.
saying that with your chest like it's me. Like,
No, but I'm saying though.
that sound a little
It's
bit
not
funny.
you.
I'm saying, though.
He just project.
That's the Tito's.
That's the he project. That's
Oh, 'cause
that's
of
how
But
he
I'm
love.
projects.
saying though, it's not.
he gets in his head and you turn into that person.
Right, just who I'm talking to. We making eye contact.
Cancers can communicate things passionately
And
sometimes.
Forrest
So sorry.
get on the
Right,
bus.
but
Right.
You about to get
But,
the bull.
but what I'm saying is like sometimes when little bro may really need to talk to somebody, and somebody should reach out and be like, "Hey, what you doing right now, bro, is uncharacteristic. Let's pull
But
it
then
back."
my thing
It's
is,
not
I make
always
but
okay to jump on the
again,
internet and make a joke. I
but
could be
if you
really
were
going
joke,
through
but
something.
If you are, but here's the thing. That's just like I'll use me and Monte. I had said something and it was serious, but he joked on it. I didn't snap at Monte because I joke a lot. I didn't snap at
And
Monte.
we have that.
But he
But
has an
I-
understanding.
But I also
No,
feel
but I'm
like
saying that
if
it was
you
a status where it could have been like I was being serious, but because I joke, y'all my Facebook friend, y'all know I play all day on that
You
damn.
childish
Thing.
but
as
what
fuck.
I'm saying
I'm
is
childish as hell,
if-
but at that
if
particular
you seen
time,
that now it then went from we're playing to okay, what these
I'm
comments
saying-
don't look friendly no more from Juan.
But
I
what
should
I'm
probably see what's
saying
up with
is-
Lil Bro.
But what I'm saying is when he made that comment, I didn't comment back on Facebook. What I did is I took the initiative to inbox him like, fam, I wasn't joking.
That's maturity.
And versus
Yep.
commenting on there and then giving a display.
Yeah.
If you felt like that, you should have hit whoever you talking
Everything
about.
doesn't
hit
need to
them
be public.
and said, fam, I wasn't joking on that.
Even when I
This
said
is
that,
this.
he said stop crying.
But if you said it, did you say it on Facebook or did you say it in
I
the
just I
inbox?
told him, I was like, bro, everything don't need to be here.
Did you say it on the Facebook or did you say it in the inbox?
I said it here. This is where we're talking.
Okay, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like for me, I have an intimate enough relationship where this is my family, this is my friend. I'm not gonna display this. And guess what? After I did that, he was like, "Oh, fam, I thought you was joking because you joke a lot."
Mhm.
I was like, "Well, in that particular moment, I wasn't joking."
Yeah.
And you could have squashed it then. I'm never, and this is just me. If I consider you family, we ain't airing shit out on Facebook. Period.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you on the inbox. You know how many times I didn't hit him or hit anybody else, and I'd be like, "Fam, take that shit down." I don't comment it on the stat. It ain't, and that's just how I am. Like if I'll be like, "This ain't necessary." If you care about somebody enough, take it off
That's true,
Facebook.
'cause
It don't.
sometimes
That's
true.
Need
Yeah.
to be
sometimes I'll be
on
like,
there.
Was I ordered? She's like, no, fuck that. You know, what
I'll
I'm
be like,
saying?
let it ride. But other times I'll be like, yeah, that's some weak ass shit. Delete that. But I never, and
That's the
because
balance.
like I'll say this because then here's the thing: if y'all had that whole display on Facebook, you got other people that was looking like, oh, they were supposed to be fam. They fake. They this, that, and the third. Now you done gave a show. But at the end of the day, after y'all settle y'all tit for tat shit or whatever the fuck y'all got going on, that's still gonna be your brother, right? Right or wrong?
That's still my dog.
Right or wrong? Exactly. So what was the point of that? So you just gave everybody, all the people that's on your
All
Facebook,
tidbits.
a weak ass show.
He really be
Because
wanting
y'all
me
was
to
in
put
y'all
my
chest.
hands on him.
And y'all know
Okay.
what's funny? The topic of the show is what is love? And even though we kind of ventured off, this is still
It's still
love.
love.
It's healing too.
Right,
It's
but-
healing.
So
We're
Self-love.
It works. I dig that.
Yeah.
But I'm
Unhappy.
just saying, like, I
Happy
just
relationships.
We segue and all
It's
that,
love, right?
but it's
That's love.
Yeah. Can I ask you fellas a question?
Because self-love became more important.
Can I ask you fellas a question?
We always
Oh,
hear
I
that.
like when you. I like when you
So
ask questions.
have the guys only? Have y'all stayed in a relationship?
Why I
That
shouldn't have been there? For
Yep.
sure.
Yup, and I fixed it.
no, he pretty
For sure. I definitely done been
Yup, and I fixed
somewhere
it.
I ain't
We
supposed
good
to be.
now. 2 kids later.
Okay, so why though? Why you staying there? What made you stay?
What made
in
me
there? Was
stay?
it the cookie? What was it?
Head game
First
was
of all,
amazing.
The cookie is always fire.
top.
No, she had. It's a lot of potential. We both met when we were stupid young, like 20 and 18. So we hit that wall where we were just making mistakes that we were supposed to make at 20, but we
Yeah.
wasn't mature enough to talk about it at the time.
Yeah.
And as we grew apart, we gave each other space. We really did. We separated for a while. I went out and did dumb shit, came back home. She went out and did dumb shit, came back home. And then I had a situation where a group of my friends who I thought was my friends really wasn't my friends.
Amen.
And
That was
when
before you met us.
it was definitely before I met these niggas. Actually, it was right about the time that I just met y'all.
Find out
I
who's
just-
who. You
I
better
just-
find out who's
I
who.
just want to put that out there. I've always been a great
So a
friend.
situation occurred, and for someone who I thought was my friends, chose the other side, only to come back later and was like, "We should have believed you." Made me reevaluate everything because when I went and told her what was going on, she was like, "Well, let's figure out how we gonna fix this." So that was the only person at the time in my corner that was like, "I know that's not you because I know you." So then we both sat down and had a very long, I'm talking like a week long. All we did was just talk about everything we didn't like and what we were doing wrong. And we both took accountability for everything. Where I was failing at, where she was failing at, the whole 9 yards. When we realized we both was not giving our 100, we put forth an effort going forward. And we fixed our situation. We worked on a lot of stuff. 2 kids later, we can't see us not being around each other, period.
Aw.
Even no, hold on, don't get it twisted now. Not that super lovey-dovey romantic Gomez and Morticia kind of love, but the kind of like,
That was freaky.
That's the
as
problem
hell,
because
you
I
know?
want Gomez
that's
and
beautiful.
Morticia.
and there's nothing
I
wrong for
do.
one that.
Like, I
no,
love
no.
that.
So don't get it
Actually,
twisted.
don't.
There's
That was
nothing
just
wrong.
nympho.
They was just they was.
I mean,
There's
but-
nothing wrong with that, but at the where we are at,
Yeah.
damn near 22 years later,
Mhm.
we own business now. That's where we at. 2 kids later, own business. Our whole focus now is raising them too. But we still loving on each other at the same time. Not
Yes.
sexually, just out loud. I could walk in the house right now. Dog, you fat. Well, nigga, you fat too. Let's go to the gym. I signed out 2 weeks ago. Yo ass the same way. This is how we talking to each other now. It's
Yeah,
motivating and it's being
Mhm.
funny.
Bro, pass the mic. My turn now.
You
Happy for you.
don't be mad. Don't be mad. Horrible person.
He was boring us with his love, with his happiness.
That was beautiful.
Like, damn, nigga, can I be happy?
Yeah, I said I was happy for him.
Next
But
caller.
But
Man.
you know that it is before you go. You know it's everything that you learned in that process. It is literally your responsibility to teach these young men out here,
This nigga don't listen.
so that they
First
can
of all-
reflect a good man such as yourself. Go ahead.
Now,
Wait,
okay,
wait.
hold on. Yeah, time out.
Huh?
He not finna get the credit for all of that. Who
Right.
was on your ass
I didn't say
about
that y'all.
getting your shit together?
Did I not say that this
No,
is
I
my
want to hear it
family?
now. I want to hear
That's
it now.
checks and balances.
Say
That's
what
what
y'all
I'm
supposed
saying.
to be
Didn't
doing.
I say this? Look, y'all ain't my friend. Y'all my family. Do we
Okay.
not have conversations where we get in each other ass?
Oh yeah,
Period.
I'm like the nicest
Cross-
guy in this
But
group.
that's
No,
what-
you not.
But see, my story is
Stop
the
lying to
opposite.
yourself.
I love everybody.
My story is the opposite of Tones. Okay, it
trying to
only
make
got,
a
it only
baby.
got worse.
Okay.
Yeah, his went downhill.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You know, first of all,
What
when
happened?
you're in a
honey? What happened?
situation you really don't want to be in, and you know that like off top, but it's kind of like, oh,
We're here now.
we're here now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah,
First, that is the absolute wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Facts.
But it's like, okay, this is the situation that I just put myself in. There's a baby coming now,
Oh.
like ASAP, like
Yeah.
really, really fast.
It's
It's
a
like,
baby, baby.
but I don't want to do this.
Okay.
But instead of saying I don't want this, I just dealt with it.
What about it made you not want it?
It just
Didn't feel right.
There was no
it?
love there to begin with.
Okay.
There was.
Okay, I'm daydreaming. What's going on? I'm sorry. Not
I do that too. I do that all the time.
How I
Damn,
fucked up.
fam. That's how you do your homie?
Yeah.
No,
She tired of hearing this story.
Yeah,
No,
go
it
for
wasn't
it.
that.
It was-
It just
I
did
do the
not-
same
it was
thing.
not intentional.
You
Yeah.
could tell she was kind of spacing out a little bit, but that's
The
all
edible
good.
kicked in.
She should listen.
The
to me.
edible kicked in.
You didn't bring enough for the party?
So it's like, but no, it was just a situation where I'm like, okay, let's give this a shot. You know,
Oh, you talking about-
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you missed that part. You zoned out when he said there's a
Little
kid
knocking
involved.
Here and there, and that lead to baby.
No, but I'm a child.
Right.
You're not invited back here. I swear,
Yes, she is.
I swear to God, you
She
can't
can
come
walk.
back.
You can walk in whenever you want to.
You can't come back, Jamaica. Like, not at
No,
all.
she has a permanent home here.
That was a shot.
Oh.
You got it.
I right away. So that,
We
so
are,
here
guys.
we are. And I mean that's what it was. It was like here we are. It was like I can do two things.
Yeah.
I can grow up, or I can deal with it how I always dealt with it.
And
Mhm.
walk away.
Was your
So-
father in your life? I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
Fuck that nigga.
You gotta go.
Okay.
No, I'm
No,
just-
I'm just-
I'm just-
no,
I
because
miss
a
my
lot
Uncle
of times,
Charles.
a lot
though.
of times that has something to do with how our men treat their children.
It
So
is.
I'm just
It has a
curious.
lot to do with it.
Yeah.
No,
My daddy was a hoe.
Okay.
He wasn't, but I mean, but
Shout out
So
to
that's
Rick.
either gonna make a man want to be or
Shout out to Rick.
it's gonna give him an excuse not to be.
so
Yeah.
it was like, okay, I have a responsibility that I have to deal with.
Mhm.
It's not negotiable,
Mhm.
but the other half that come with it, like, and like, they can say whatever they want now. Like, I give them permission to say, I became the absolute worst person that you could possibly be at that time because one, I didn't want to be here, but I felt like I had to be here.
Mhm.
On top of that, it was just like, well, when the time comes for the child to be here, I got that. But as far as this other situation go, because I felt like
That's what it was.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
felt like I had to. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what I want,
Mhm.
but
But
at the end of the
obligated.
day, I'm going to, the situation. Or I'll come home sometimes, but I was like, I was-
See, I've heard that men do that.
He was a
like if they
terrible
really
human
don't want to
being.
be in a situation, they will become the worst person. Coming home 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Not saying anything wrong about you, but just
No,
in
he
general.
was a horrible.
No,
He was a horrible
No, he's a
person.
shit
Okay,
He
all
is
right.
the representation of
Well,
what you're explaining.
Okay, all right. Well, I've heard that men will do that. Like they'll just, just become the worst person
No,
because
like,
they're
when
waiting
it
for
finally ended. Woo. Totally different. Totally different.
You're totally
they're waiting for the woman to break up with them.
Yeah.
I've
With the-
heard the men
so
do that.
so we don't look like the villain.
You're gonna end up being the
Yeah,
villain though.
you're gonna break up with
Anyway,
me before I
based
break up
off of
Oh,
what
I
the
tell the
conditions
story,
were
you
of
gonna
how
get
you
them.
broke, why she broke up with you. If you were cheating on her, if you were being verbally abusive, if you were being financially abusive, if you were being emotionally abusive, all that type of stuff is gonna come back. You're still gonna be the villain because it's gonna be like, well, she tried to stay, she tried to work it out because of the kids, whatever the case is, and these are the things that he was doing to her. And don't let it be after she just had your baby and she was dealing with anxiety and depression and postpartum, because you will never get your woman back. I tell men now all the time, you will never get it back.
But here's the
There
thing.
is no way. No, there is no. Hold on, no.
What if we
No,
don't
we're not
want
going to
her in the
deflect off
first
that.
place?
No, we're not going to deflect off that because women postpartum can last for years.
It can.
And women, and sometimes I didn't know that I was dealing with it for a long time.
And I had postpartum with my daughter.
For a long
Yeah.
time.
And,
And-
I didn't know that kind of stuff back then.
And men take it personally. You'll be in your head, you'll be sad, all these other things, whatever. You'll be depressed, like, I'm not happy, I can't get out the bed. Oh, she must be fucking with another nigga. It is obscene.
Because we're not knowledgeable about
You ain't the
this.
woman that the one
In
thing
2022, though, that ain't no excuse for that no more.
absolutely not. The one thing that pissed me off.
We're here to educate though, so they will be knowledgeable.
And that's why I don't. That's
Yo,
why I don't-
did you tell him to stay the fuck out? Right. Yo, wait a minute, hey bro, you can't talk to the background like that. That nigga said, "Hey, you stay the fuck out of it."
Whoa.
Wait a minute, bro.
But no,
relax.
I'm just here to keep it real. Like, it
No.
was, like,
that is true.
and I knew how bad.
I really didn't mean to
was,
wear this
you know,
shirt.
I just didn't give a fuck.
Why are we
Yeah.
back on
But
your
that's
shirt?
the one thing that sticks
looking at
with
the
me
thing.
now.
Right.
Like we are, I had my daughter in 2017.
Mhm.
And
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I have other children.
Yeah, we didn't know about him. You didn't
know
know
about
about him.
I'm definitely, but I'm saying, I'm saying it's 2017. I didn't
Mhm.
suffer postpartum with my son. I had him in 2014. I didn't suffer postpartum with him.
Congratulations.
But
on
my
that.
daughter was a preemie. Like I had an emergency C-section.
Ooh.
Like there was a lot that went on with that
Lot going
pregnancy.
on.
And I instantly, when they took her from me, I went into I can't see my baby because they took her from me.
Yeah.
And she was in the NICU. And I'm because I started having it was horrible.
Mm.
Horrible. So I started having postpartum then.
Hey.
Sorry.
Tell them to hold up.
No, this is mine.
But yeah, if y'all don't know about it, that's what we're here for,
Yeah.
to educate y'all. So yeah.
But
talk
the
about
thing that stuck with me to this day, that even though he doesn't, I've never expressed it to him,
Mhm.
and I might, but I'm gonna have to figure out a way to
Ten
say
niggas
it.
said I
Yeah.
might.
But
Oh.
Yeah, let them know.
it was, I gotta let him know in a peaceful way.
Yeah.
But
him dinner.
it was,
Rub his back.
When-
And his-
ma'am, I'm single. I'm not doing none of that.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
So-
Rub his feet.
Ooh. He rubbed. Yeah, you get away with
Okay,
you
you
get away
rubbing
with
feet,
murder.
Sean?
I'm a caterer. I'm a
Y'all know
caterer.
how- y'all
I
know
don't
feel
rub
about
feet of
pedicure.
niggers that are not I'm
Of
not-
good men. We do not do that to these niggas. Disclaimer: we're not rubbing the feet of men who ain't
I'm
shit.
asking
Oh, chill
Um,
out,
I'm
cuz.
asking
No,
for myself.
no.
I'm a good man.
Good men get
I'm a
back
good-
rubs,
I'm a
they get
good guy.
massages. I'll book a massage for you if you want to.
Chill
But
out,
I'm not
cuz.
doing that shit for no good ass nigga. Let's just be
Right, I
clear.
was-
Let's just put that
Cuz,
disclaimer.
you got a man. Chill out.
I do.
I was-
Rub his
I was-
feet.
I'm just
I
saying.
was speaking for myself.
But let me go back. But what you were saying about postpartum and how the things they say, I just remember he came I was so depressed and I didn't even know, I was just it was awful.
Yeah.
I was I was just sitting there in a shout out to the moo-moos because I still wear my moo-moo, but I was just
Hey,
sitting there
moo-moos
in
is
a
fire.
moo-moo.
You know what I got to say.
Be
now.
quiet.
Oh,
I was
You do a
sitting
lot to a woman
in
with
my
a moo-moo.
moo-moo, my hair just my hair wasn't up. I didn't look like how I like me. I just you could see it in my my
A
eyes.
shell of yourself.
And he was just you not the woman that I used to love. Like you ain't the woman I
Oh.
love.
You're not on the moon.
And no, it was just that
I
I
was gonna say,
wasn't.
do you know what's under the moon?
You wasn't the same woman he's known.
That's what basically he was
That's
like.
what he
You
said.
ain't the same person.
It
like,
wasn't what he said,
Right.
it's how he
it's
said
how
it.
he said it, and he said it like with disgust.
Like
Yeah.
so
And I
much.
wanted to be like, you receding hairline ass nigga. You got a lot of fucking nerve because when we met, you had hair.
Damn.
The audacity.
I can get
And
back
I
to
just
normal.
gave
Your
you-
hair won't
right,
come
and
back.
I
I'd
just
be
gave,
like,
I just get almost die having your child.
Right,
And
right.
you say that to me?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, you the reason my hair gone.
Look, I didn't stress you out. That was genetics. Look, you
Thank
knew,
God,
you knew
to
your
God.
hair was going.
because I still got a head full of hair.
Man, mine might be
Shout out
gray,
to me.
but I got it all.
Saying, like
Yeah.
you got a lot of nerve that I literally coded having your
Oh my God.
child, and that's what you
Not
say
coded.
to me.
Punch him.
Can we not incite violence? She just
Hey,
said
he
she's-
deserved that
Nah,
punch. though.
not if she could not.
No, but I'm saying, but like because it was like, you get like, I don't feel like it. I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I don't
Yeah.
feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that.
Right.
And I was literally just laying there. Like I was a shell of myself. But then the thing, I had to muster up the strength to go and see my baby in the NICU. I was nursing. And then I also have my 3-year-old at home. So I still had, because he was 3 at the time, I still had to be there for them. So I'm sorry that I don't have the time for you right now. And but let me rephrase. Now that I'm older, I can understand that I should have been trying to make time for him as well. But when you, and especially as a mother, and I was like in my 20s too, I got so wrapped up in being a mom
Yeah.
that I did forget to also be a girlfriend.
Can I ask you a question?
Hmm?
Was he doing anything to make you want to do those things? Did he take stress off of your
He
plate?
was, and he actually he was doing a lot, and but even now he does that.
Okay.
Like we're not together, but he's still for example, you ain't seen me make not one status about not having my shoveled because he does that.
Okay.
He'll come from where he's at and shovel my snow, put gas in my car,
Show snuffles.
all of that.
Like, what?
I'm
That's
just
good
saying.
because I don't
But,
get
like,
my
he
snow
does
shovel.
take-
So
like,
Oh wait,
he
we
does
talk about
take
actual
to-
snow.
All
Actual
right.
snow.
Oh, okay. I thought you was into
Oh,
some,
you talking about?
I thought you was into some wild
We're not
shit
talking
for a
about the
second.
meow mix now. No.
Oh, what?
Oh,
The-
my
you know,
Meow
at this
mix,
point in
meow.
time, it's
Meow,
time
meow,
to go
we're
ahead
not
and wrap
talking
this
about
show
that.
up.
That like
But-
chicken liver, meow mix, please deliver. Or
What?
we're not
Please
there?
stop.
Stop
We're
drinking
not
one.
talking about love below. We're not talking about
Fire ass apple.
Hey, you gotta stop hanging out with that guy.
Fire
That's
ass
who
apple.
you think he got that from?
Oh, so your stuff's not original, bro?
Damn.
I've been saying that for multiple years now. It just so happened that we both like to call it the love below.
Allegedly. Either way.
My baby don't mess around.
There's
Shut
But
up.
always
I'm
gonna
just
be a new
saying that
name for
I
it.
think also like,
Hit
and
him
I
with
can
the hey, ya.
we don't
Language.
sometimes we do lose ourselves, and it does become a catalyst too sometimes as to why men. Like I can admit, like when I had my kids, I wasn't giving him the attention that he made, and he was doing certain things, and I would just be like, I was wrapped up in being a mom.
That's the problem I was
So,
having.
and sometimes we do that, and then when they, cheat and all that, it's just like I was there for you, and then you got to look back and be like,
Nope,
no,
you really
no, the
wasn't.
Fuck you wasn't. No, you wasn't.
No, you wasn't.
So
You were in the room.
right, and that's the thing. Like I was there, and I was existing, but I wasn't really there. Like he'd be like, yeah, let's do this. I'm like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. But then the minute it's the kids, hi baby, you light up for the baby boo, and then you just like,
and like to see
No.
something like that, like
It
on
makes-
the outside looking in,
It will affect
fuck.
us.
yeah,
But I mean, like it was like in my situation, it was a situation I was suffering in silence, like because I
You
knew
was
I'm,
not
I'm
silent.
stuck in my head. The way I grew up is like, Daddy wasn't there, like so I
Daddy.
Daddy,
I want to get your hug.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't
Wanna get your
there
hug.
to take me to the fair.
To change my underwear.
As if he
Don't
doesn't care.
care.
Daddy wasn't there. Peace.
but like he wasn't. So in my head, I was like, I can also, in my head,
It's
it
gonna
was
go
like,
that way or that way. Either gonna do the same thing or it's gonna
and that's how I felt, and like it took me years to really, really get it. Like, wait, I don't have to be here to
You
be
don't have
there.
to be with that person to be a parent.
exactly.
But that was my first time, So in my head, that's what I was telling myself.
Yeah.
Like, but mentally, I was like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
that bitch over there is fine. I want that, so I'm going to go get it.
Why
I
she gotta
like
be a
that
feed,
bitch.
though? Why do we have to look at
Okay, I
her
wanted to
as
say
a
heifer, but
feed?
we had a whole
Why it gotta
debacle
be
about
that
that earlier.
either? Let her just be a woman. That woman over there.
Them
Y'all
buns?
are Lord.
Just say lady.
We're
Y'all been
visual.
calling us niggas all day.
This is true.
She has it.
I haven't.
She has it.
I have.
She's
I have. Because y'all
Okay.
shouldn't. Because they shouldn't be acting like niggas then.
Emphasis on
Okay,
nigga.
I am a black man.
Okay, so I said bitch because I'm living in my truth. That's how I was looking at it.
Okay,
Right,
that's
some
what
of
you're gonna
these
keep
people are
attracting.
bitches.
You're gonna keep attracting them. You want to attract a good woman. If you want,
You wanna
and that's
attract-
fine.
you want a
and some
high
people
value
do,
woman.
and that's okay. And that's okay.
You want a high value
And
woman.
that's okay.
And
that's
I don't
what-
mean cost.
Hey, you gotta know what you like.
Hey, he
What's
not
good for
wrong.
you. Not everybody can handle a good
I
woman.
definitely.
Not everybody is ready.
Hey,
for
you know
good.
what? We gonna stop right
Sometimes
there.
You need
We
bitches.
gonna stop right
Yo,
there.
I've dated a few hoes in
Hold
my
up,
life.
no.
That's my language.
It is time to wrap the show
I
up.
wifed them too.
Can
We
we get
gon-
a part two? Because I want to address that.
We ain't doing shit next week, so we might as well.
I was in love with them.
No. In all seriousness,
I'm not gonna wear the shirt. Okay.
I like the shirt.
Yeah,
I
we
do too,
gonna
but I
have to run
swear.
it.
Yeah, we gonna run it
That's
back.
too funny.
We're gonna do all men next.
Please.
We're gonna do all men next week, though. Why we love the bitches over the women.
Wow.
Wow.
That's my
Wow.
That's
Right.
my cue.
And these are the same men trying to go to the
you
singles
know
mingles
why?
event.
Because
I ain't
those,
going. What?
because those
I'm
bees,
talking
about you.
because
Okay.
I'm
those
talking about in
bees
general.
will allow them
He
to
can't
continue
go.
to be little boys, and real
Hoochie
women
mama.
won't.
Absolutely
We not-
not.
You
Y'all
gotta
not
be
gonna be
this
here for that.
Absolutely
you gotta
not.
be this spiritually tall to even step
Yo,
to this
okay,
place.
you-
Okay?
wait,
Spiritually
if you
tall.
We wrap-
Kingdom men.
What?
You
No,
want
no,
kingdom
no. We
men.
about to wrap
I'm
this
about to
episode
we
up.
about to
No.
wrap it up.
This is why I said y'all hoochie mama.
But I do want women.
No, if I was a hoochie mama, I
Hoochie.
would have completely been like, okay, I'm down to go to this single event thing she was talking about.
I have to
You
interview
also,
you to
you
see
also
if you
didn't
qualify.
say that you wasn't gonna go.
Oh, I
He not
can't
going.
go.
He said I
not
can't.
going.
He said I can't go.
That
I know
nigga
he's
not
not
going.
going, but when she mentioned it, you didn't be like, you didn't stop her at the pass, be like, nah, I
That
ain't
nigga
going.
not
He wasn't.
going.
He wasn't formally invited to say no.
Hoochie mamas.
Oh,
No.
we gotta be
And
on
not
there.
everyone can
Y'all know
go.
what
Just
it
so y'all
is.
know,
Can
I go to watch?
select these candidates.
Is
I
there
interview
interview
these
process?
candidates. I need to feel your vibe, your spirit. I'm not
Okay.
playing.
Is there a
These are
drug test?
select.
This show didn't
people.
tell you that I shouldn't
Why?
be
Can
there.
I come to watch?
Yes.
I would love for you to.
Why would you
Okay,
I
I'll
would
be
love
there.
for you.
Yes,
Send me
best
the address.
friend.
I just want to watch.
Why would you ask?
I want
was
to see
just
Black
asking,
Love
is there
live and
drug
direct.
test?
You're gonna see love in action. Period.
I want to see Black
I just
Love.
want to make sure I can pass.
Are there non-black people here?
I might piss
Oh,
a
I
3-5.
know.
If
I
there's
don't
non,
know.
if there's
I'm
non-black
out.
people there, I'm not going. It is
I'm already
February.
out.
Everything has to be blackity
Right,
black in February.
I might piss a whole 7. I don't know. I gotta ask. Is there a drug test?
Look,
I
count
would
me
like
out
to
if
come.
it's gonna be.
There
annual
is going to
factors.
be a day party after.
See, yeah,
So
Oh, yeah.
Can I
I'm
interview
good.
them?
4 p.m.
What?
Eve's Lounge,
Can I interview the people?
February 20th. No.
Damn.
I want to.
Actually, you
I
know
want to
what?
do it like a podcast. I want
Okay,
to
let's
interview
do
them,
it. Let's do it. Let's do
like
it.
dead
Interview
ass.
the candidates and
I
stuff.
feel like you have a good spirit and a good heart. So
Thank
yes.
you.
That's what you got from him?
Hey, cuz my side worked.
I don't think you're a bad
The look
guy.
he just got, I'm like, that's what you got from him?
I
She's
don't
like,
think you're a bad guy, but I just,
Thank
you
you.
know,
I'm
these
not
are
a bad
people
guy.
of, you know.
I just
good
want to. I want.
character.
Honestly, I want to interview them. I want to do a podcast about it.
I think okay.
I love
Awesome.
women.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Send me the info.
Look at you.
Okay.
You use women.
Am I
I
invited?
did.
You
See?
grew.
Growth.
Can I,
See,
can I,
you're not
can
the
I,
same guy he was on the
Can I come
podcast.
to the
Yeah.
singles night?
Yeah.
I'm
This
single.
is very healing, y'all. I like
See,
it.
told you were here
I'm,
for a
I'm,
reason.
new, I'm newly single. I just got back in the streets.
You was
We'll talk later. Come on, I got
You were
babe.
you were
I got
out the.
Yeah, fuck that.
Juan,
bitch.
I'm gonna have to
Yes.
correct you a little bit
What?
because I remember you said that y'all wasn't
Yours
exclusive.
is like
It
you was
doesn't
there.
matter.
No,
I'm
you
for
said
the
you wasn't
single.
exclusive.
We not finna do this.
You
No,
wasn't
no,
you
not right
wasn't
now.
exclusive, so you
But-
always been single.
Okay,
My
well,
thing is,
hey,
if
ain't
we're not
nobody
exclusive,
occupying my
I'm
time.
single.
Can
If
I say
we're not
that?
exclusive, I'm single.
Right.
Can I say that then? Ain't nobody occupying my time. I'm back for the hoes.
Wow.
And I went and got a haircut
You
just for you
always-
bitches.
you always
Heartbreak
for the
fresh.
hoes.
Back in the building.
That's what you going to attract, and then y'all could be complaining about
It's
it.
not how
No,
we
because
go.
see, I'm just trying to fuck.
Wow.
When I
Jamaica.
want to love, I
Stop.
find somebody to
Bro, you
love.
talking
We can't be
yourself right out
friends.
of-
Wow.
We can't be friends no more, Juan.
See?
That ain't gonna work now. No, because that's a predator mindset.
Ooh.
Now if you are
All
telling
right,
them,
this show is
now
over.
listen,
No, you need to hear this.
if you are telling them ahead of time, by all means,
I just
I
said that.
all respect. If you said yeah. If you tell them ahead of time, I respect. But if someone, we'll
You don't
talk
listen to
later.
us,
We'll
bro.
talk later. I know it's over.
Right.
Let
Let me get the jokes out. I gotta
And
be
just
wild.
like that,
I'm sorry.
It's a person.
personality.
I
Okay.
Anybody
So
who
we gonna go
knows
ahead
me
and wrap
knows
this
this
up.
ain't what I mean.
We gonna go ahead and wrap this up right now. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into this particular episode of the Deaf Fresh Show. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. That's Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I want to go ahead and thank Chelle, Jamaica, and Dilly for tuning in with us today. And we are gonna go ahead. I did already. Everybody's mic off but mine. So I want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in today. Make sure you check us out on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to your podcast at. With that being said, people, we are out of here.